No, hey, no, no, hey, no, no, hey, hey, no, hey, no, no, hey, no, no,
Didn't know what I was supposed to do. I'm
well,
sorry.
You shit the bed again.
I know.
Ty Pinger writes in, this is not Fortnite.
Ugh. I messed up. I know.
No, I don't even know if that was you.
Yeah.
Josh, did you forget to change it from Fortnite? No, it says category Ty. Shut the fuck up, Ty. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Two Beers Deep, live on Twitch. We are here. You can see the flag in the background. I told you we'd figure some way out to do that, Joshy Poo. But with me, as always, is...
It does say Warzone. What is going on? Why is it...
Well, it's...
this
So the category... So that... Okay. So that does...
Let's see if we hit that again and see if it does anything.
Did you not hit update?
Oh, it did.
Did you not hit
It's weird how
Well,
that
must
happened.
have not.
This mother...
This fucking producer.
What is up, guys? Two Beers Deep. I'm Deke. Thoughts on the bench. This is Greg. What up, Greg?
I am Greg.
You are Greg.
Mm-hmm.
Greg keeps taking all my goddamn room. We're back to shoving buddies, which I love.
Which makes no sense because I have all this little space over here. You got all that space over there, so I don't know how I'm taking up all your
Dad
space.
Birdman Twitter crew. Hey, what's up, Matt? What beer are you drinking today, brother? Thank you guys for joining in the chat. Guys, with us, producer Sassy Boo.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
Beautiful transition.
I'm gonna wait
Thanks, Greg.
to see if we get a few more viewers before I start explaining stuff that we've done. Strawberry vodka and lemonade. Ooh.
Ooh. Nice summer drink, I feel like.
Vodka lemonade is good.
You know what?
Underappreciated.
You know what we were ripping up last night at the Strut show was a little Pink Whitney with was it Pamplemousse LaCroix?
Pamplemousse.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
What is
Yeah.
pamplemousse?
What is a Pamplemousse?
Well, no, maybe I'm saying it wrong because I'm saying the
That
LaCroix
was
flavor.
Pamplemousse.
So I'm saying the
Pample-
LaCroix flavor.
Yeah.
Oh, that is what
LaCroix.
you were talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it's like pamplemousse.
Pamplemousse. What is
Was I saying pample or were you saying pample?
What is a Pamplemousse?
Did I say pample?
What is
I think
a
someone said
Pamplemousse?
pample. I can't
Someone
remember
said
who
pomple,
said.
yeah.
Oh, it's an actual fruit.
Well, the pomelo is a fruit. The pamplemousse is a foreign name for it?
What is a Pamplemousse?
A large, round, tart fruit.
Oh. Well, then why doesn't it say pamplemousse in the top right corner?
I don't know.
Sorry,
Did you
haven't
guys
had
hear
a beer
a
at home
knock at the
last week.
door?
I didn't, but if you want to go check, that's on you.
All right.
Sorry, haven't had any beer at home the last few weeks and needed a drink for the show. Hey, Matt, we do not
We do not
We
discriminate.
do not discriminate between
Yeah.
drinks, brother.
Yeah, alcohol choices are their own preferences. It is what it is for you.
It is what it is. So, guys, I will just get into this because I'm going to make this little clip. Fun things happening on the Twitch channel. You will see in the bottom of the chat, there is a little circle that has another circle inside of it that is filling up. If you click on that, that is what we call chips.
Woohoo!
Chips. What chips do is once you get a certain number, you can require us to do a task. One is to take a drink. One is to do push-ups. If you get 3,000 or 4,000, I think, chips, we will sing a song, or have a dance-off.
Ooh.
Sing a sans.
Sing a sans.
I like that.
So feel free to click that, mess around, but once you spend the chips, you got to get more chips by watching the show. Another thing you can do is you can sub and donate to the channel. What that means is if you have Amazon Prime, unless you're my mom and dad because I use it, you get a free sub a month.
Wow.
What is a sub? You get more emotes.
Uh-huh.
You get more time with us.
Ooh.
You give us around $3 or $4.
Ooh.
Made $10 streaming Xbox yesterday with my friends because I made my friends sign up for Twitch. So sign up for Twitch. And that is nothing we're going to force on anybody, but we will have things down the road, such as donate $10, Deke shotguns a beer. Donate $100, Greg streaks down Josh's street.
Ooh.
300 points already, Matt. There it
Past
is.
the hot girl apartment.
Past the hot
Oh,
girl
damn.
apartment.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotta
Oh,
do
hot
it.
damn. Let's jump right in. 3.
What topic? Oh.
Wow. Okay. See the hat's on the other arm foot. Yeah, jag off. 3, 2, 1. Action. Always, you're on my shit, Josh. Because I forgot. Well, that was like a solid month and a half
Yeah.
Like a solid 4 or 5 episodes that I was going into shit just because we had drinking
please let me open it. Please
and had and you just waited there like this.
That was like the signal. It was like
Yeah.
the bad signal to be able to say, "Hey, I want my beer."
I want Greg to sing. Marlon, what's up, brother? How many for Deke to take off that trash hat?
Wow.
You donate.
That
Love
is
that
rude.
hat.
That is rude,
It says
man.
Fab Five on the back. I had it stitched
Yeah.
in. No, he.
Wait, you had it stitched in? It didn't come like that?
The Fab Five? No,
Yeah.
no. I went to Lids and got it put in.
All right, I thought it just came like that.
Ah, no,
It's less
man.
cool.
I had to tell the dude who the Fab Five was.
What?
What do you mean
Oh
it's
my
less
God.
cool?
I think it's less cool.
That I personally put Fab Five on the hat.
Yes.
Do you
There's
know what the Fab Five is?
Yes.
What is the Fab Five?
Fab Five is Chris Webber's, when he was at Michigan, his starting lineup of 5 badass freshmen on the Michigan team that almost won a national championship.
Saying that is Chris Webber's team is an insult because none of that happens without Jawan Howard.
Or
I'm
Jalen Rose.
so sorry, but it's just that Weber is, in my mind, like the only player I can ever remember from that team for whatever reason.
Jimmy King,
But-
Jawan Howard, Jalen Rose. I can never
I can't remember the fifth one
Remember
either.
and Chris Webber. it is perpetually known that sometimes I can remember Jimmy King, sometimes I can remember the other guy. But it's Jawan, Jalen, Chris, Jimmy.
I can't remember the fifth one either. Depends on how many beers you have. Maybe you'll be able to remember.
Yeah. By the end of the show, you have to come up with it.
Okay.
We'll make it work somehow. Be able to kind of stretch into that dome piece of yours that you
I
call
can
your
see
brain.
him. Anyways, so Malik did not get the hat message. I will take this hat off for $10 dono. I will throw this hat onto Josh's roof for a $10 dono.
And
I will then go out and get it.
Yeah.
I'm
And we're
not going to throw it that far.
We are right next to the roof, technically, so it is plausible. Just throwing that
I'm
out
definitely
there.
not going to throw it that far, and I'm definitely going to go back and get it. $10 donation. I will take the hat off. Let's dive into the first topic, Josh.
All right. Where do you want to start?
At the beginning.
Okay.
In the beginning.
In the beginning was my Milwaukee Bucks getting their shit kicked in by the Orlando
Burrito,
Magic.
Loco Tacos. What up, Bueno? Bueno, rewind the video sometime. Learn about Chips. Click that circle in the bottom of the chat. You can make us do things. Boom.
Boom. And Bueno will make us do stuff.
I do. I bet he would.
String bean, Gumby looking motherfucker.
So here's
All
the
right,
deal.
What do we got?
Here's the deal. We're going to play a couple of highlights here of the fourth quarter. Giannis was
And
great.
Here come the Bucks.
Giannis scored 30 points and was effective as normal. He got in a little bit of foul trouble early, but for the most part was Giannis. Everybody else sucked. Brooke Lopez sucked. Chris Middleton sucked. Bledsoe sucked. They all
Bucks suck.
were bad. And I mean, not even bad. They weren't even average. They were just disgustingly bad. And they were losing by 10 points the majority of the game.
Can you name any college that any of the Bucks went to, Josh? Just out of personal curiosity. This has nothing to do with your fandom. I will not make fun of you for not knowing it.
Okay,
I'm
so
thinking about it right
Giannis did not go to a
Correct.
university.
now.
Correct.
Not going to uni.
Middleton was UCLA, California school.
Maybe.
Oh, I was looking at you to know.
I'd have to double check that one. I mean, I know Bledsoe for sure.
Yeah, was UCLA, right?
No, Bledsoe was Kentucky.
Was Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay. And then neither Lopez's, I believe, went because they're foreign players.
I feel like they were from somewhere though.
George Hill was. I want to say Duke, but I don't
no,
think
you're
that's
thinking
right.
of Grant Hill.
Or Grant. What?
Chris Middleton
Yeah.
went to Texas A&M. Grant Hill was the big Duke guy. George Hill this is electric TV. But I'm actually
Yeah.
genuinely curious.
Yeah,
George Hill went to... I hate the internet. I hate the whole internet.
Yeah, I know I feel like the Lopez's definitely went to school somewhere
Yeah,
together.
see, you look at the
They
Lopez.
definitely did.
Oh my God, George Hill went to IUPUI, Indiana University
Wow.
of Purdue at the University of Indiana.
That's hilarious. I would have never guessed that.
Me neither.
Yeah. The Lopez brothers, I feel like, definitely went like together. I'm pretty sure.
College career is a button.
Stanford.
Ah.
Stanford?
Yeah, I would have never.
What the fuck?
I would have
Oh,
never
I guess
guessed that.
They are from. They were born in California.
Once we talk about the Lakers, I will do the same for that team, just so you are aware.
No,
I'm not
I
gonna
just
leave you out to
I mean, I think it's just so on the broadcast they said, the Bucks come in with no one on their roster have ever competed for a championship. And at the end of the night, in my head, I'm like, probably could have used somebody that's competed for a championship tonight.
Saddest part about that is Ryan Marling says, "How do I donate?" There should be a donate or a sub button. I'm not exactly looking at it right now, but we can take a look, Ryan. George Hill is the most surprising name that has not been to a title. Yes or no? In the entire NBA.
In the entire NBA?
Just like
Wow.
top of your head. Top of your head.
Ooh.
There's obviously going to be more.
There's got to be more, but like I feel like there has to be more.
I
just
guess
from
I'm
that,
supposed
yeah.
to be. I can watch our channel on mine. Let me try and donate from my phone, Ryan, from my account. And we'll take a look into it. But is George Hill, Josh, you can answer this too, the most surprising, like, has not been to a title? Because he's been on some pretty prominent teams. Cavs,
Oh
Pacers.
God, yeah. Oh yeah,
But
Pacers
Harden's
definitely
never
makes
been
sense.
to a title, correct?
James?
No, because he was
yeah.
on the Oklahoma City team that played the Heat in the finals.
Okay, all right. That would have been
don't
my
think was
go-to
he on that
guy
team?
Yeah,
as like the guy who.
'cause that was the last of the big three before they traded him.
Okay.
What about
Maybe I'm
JJ?
thinking of the year they lost to Golden State. Yeah, I'm thinking, okay, you're right.
What about JJ Redick? Has he been?
I feel like he's always brought in as like a veteran player
Well,
for a
it's
championship
just
run.
the first time he's ever missed the playoffs in his entire career. Was this year? Because
JJ not making a title, I don't mind as much because he spent a lot of time on, like, man teams.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he would have been a perfect LeBron guy.
Yeah.
All right. I am now downloading what we call bits, and I'm going to see if I can give our show bits.
There you go.
So I'm going to expense the $7, Josh.
Okay, great.
CP3, that's a great fucking ad.
Yeah, but he was
CP3's no, that's I mean
he was on some shit teams in Charlotte, New Orleans, though. New Orleans mostly, but yeah, he was on some shit teams for a while before he went to LA and Lob City.
But yeah, so the Bucks were bad, and Game 2 has tipped off as we speak right now.
okay, boom.
Oh yeah, look, I see it.
So Ryan, what I did, I don't know how to donate actual money. Don't worry about that. What we would prefer is if you just use the chips for a little bit, or you can sub to the channel. There's certain tiers, or you can buy what are called bits, which is a transaction on Twitch that I just spent $7 and I walked away with 1,000 of them. 500. So I'm gonna just donate the rest of them now.
Oh.
Big spender.
Watch out.
Hey, big
So that should be
spender.
300. Cheer.
Whoa.
I got an emote. Hit thank.
Okay.
Hit
okay.
thank, Josh.
Okay.
This
I'm
is pressure-
hitting it. I'm hitting
pressure
it. I'm
time.
hitting
Let's
it. Thank.
go.
Hyper loss. Fight the
hit
hyper
it.
loss.
Just hit it.
Okay. Send thanks.
Gang.
Let's go.
Gang, gang. Look at that. You could have spinning purple ruples just like Derek.
I mean, if that is not one of the greatest things in life, I don't know what is right
Gang,
there.
gang. Anyways, back to Milwaukee.
Yeah, they sucked.
So Josh and I had this conversation where they said, Ryan from I'm gonna talk about yes, please.
Everything.
Doritos Locos Tacos.
One of everything.
Seven Doritos Locos Tacos, alternating to the cheese. Closing.
There it is.
Time.
Hey. All right.
I got Yenza Baja Blast to share. That's fine. Everyone, someone tell us if we got audio back because I want to do something to showcase the people that are here what to do. So right now, how many chips do you think I have, Josh?
How many chips? Good. Okay. Thank you, Birdman. How many chips do I think you have?
Yes.
5?
No.
Okay.
So I have 1,600 chip chips,
Okay.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
meaning that I am very close. I'm halfway to a dance-off,
God.
but I can also
Mm-hmm.
make you guys sing a song.
Oh,
Now,
man.
I don't even know if I have to participate in the singing because I'm
How
asking
do I
for
see
it.
how many chips have been added?
Well, so you get chips by watching the show.
I see. Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, Death to Privilege has 720.
Boom.
Gotta love it, man.
Doritos Locos is 320. Damn.
Yeah.
You guys already getting a lot of power.
This chips
that
stuff,
does
man.
not take long to
no,
get power.
it does not.
It's kind of
All
concerning.
right, we have one in.
Sing the baseball song, Take Me Out.
All right.
Greg, you're up.
All right. Take me out to
To
the
the
ball
Oh, we're all singing?
Game. Why not?
Take me out to the crowd.
This is what you guys can do to us.
Buy me some peanuts and Cracker
That
Jacks.
definitely smells on.
I don't care if I ever get back for its root. Root for the pro team.
Brody.
If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 pugs, you're out at the old ball game.
Matt Rezan, I love that y'all are scared the show got even better. How?
That is true.
Matt, you can share with the link just putting in twitch.tv/thoughts from the bench. I don't know who's calling me from Zelianople. But anyways, back to Milwaukee.
Yeah, so
They're
but
fucking shit, Josh.
they're shit, and what the hell? I mean, we got Boomholzer supposed to be the greatest fucking coach of an era, right? Like, why is this asshole not getting us going? Like,
More like
what's going on?
Buttholzer.
Somebody's not prepared to play. I blame that on the coach.
Well, I think I would also argue the fact that it's one game, and I wouldn't just be nervous.
Yeah, you said that last week too, but
I did. I'm just throwing that.
or 2 days ago you said that.
I did. I'm just throwing that out there. That I feel like I'm ready to see how they come out guns a blazing in game 2. Hopefully Giannis wakes up, and then maybe that will get it going. Because and the most embarrassing thing about that loss too, Aaron Gordon wasn't playing, which makes it even worse. Like the entire offense for that team was basically Fournier, Vujicic, and I believe DJ Augustin, who's 34.
Markel Fultz is playing.
All right.
Dude, I honestly think DJ Augustine is on every team.
He's very underappreciated. Very underappreciated. I remember when I think he came out of Texas too, that he was looked at as a guy that could be a difference-making point guard, and he's just been a journeyman ever since.
Great journeyman. But
Yeah,
definitely
very
a
good journeyman. Absolutely.
Vujicic also went off. I mean,
Very
you
true.
can't ignore. He had a great game. It's 9-7 right now with 7:51 remaining in the first. So
Now that's a defensive struggle right there, especially in an NBA game.
well,
tried to
that's
bet-
what the Bucks live on, though.
I tried to bet today, and I don't even look for NBA 4-game parlays. I don't even look at the plus minus, like who's favored. And the real reason I do that is so if I can pick my favorites and then go into the bet, I feel comfortable. I went in. I happened to pick all the favored teams, and I would have with $10. I would have won $39. That's how favored the favored teams were today.
I mean,
it would have been Heat. It would have been Bucks.
well, it's all teams. I mean,
Heat
not
won.
Yeah, I mean, excluding the Lakers and the Bucks, I think the big winners were the ones that actually showed their dominance. Because I mean, the Rockets just killed.
And the Rockets, yeah.
Yeah, Rockets.
So I
killed
had
the Thunder.
Rockets, Heat, Bucks, Lakers. I would have won literally like $35 to $40 on 10. I was like, that ain't even worth my day.
I think I'm bankrolling this Heat team, man. Bam Adebayo looks great. Jimmy Butler looks like he's got
Are they the
another.
best duo in the playoffs right now?
Ooh,
That's what a couple ESPN analysts say. I think it is.
I think
they're
it's
up there.
I think it's Dame and CJ right now.
It's almost impossible not to say damn.
Yeah,
And CJ.
Dame and CJ, and I think CJ's playing with like a messed up back too, which is even crazier.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you
Yes,
who
he
the
is.
fuck it ain't. It's Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid.
Mm-mm.
Because that is the key to the parlays. Bet against the 76ers. Hit a parlay last night, Greg.
Yeah, you told me about this. I'm intrigued to hear about how this went for you and what was kind of the logic with this.
I will start this by saying I am technically upset about it. Speaking of sports betting, are we betting on a round of golf on Saturday? Yes, you Shrek-looking son of a gun. We will get to that in a minute. If Wayne Rooney and Shrek had a baby, it would look like Dennis. No one wrote that in, but I'm just assuming that's a comment that I would write in. So the parlay, felt confident, made a mistake, pulled out.
Uh,
But I pulled out with only $11 on the table.
Pulling out is always a bad thing.
Can you pull up the parlay, Josh? Perfect. So easy peasy. Raptors over Nets, and the Nets. Josh, I don't know if you watched any of these games yesterday.
I watched a little bit of Mavericks.
So the Nets were down 99-102. Had the ball. Just lost handles. Kyle Lowry picked it up, put it in for a layup to close the game. It was one of like this parlay is going to hit moments. So then we move over. Jazz. In the world of sports, if your leader puts up 75 points, or 57, wow, Jesus Christ. If your leader puts up 57 points, you guys lose the game, and you lose the next game, you don't deserve to be in the NBA.
Nope.
They were going to win.
And your leader deserves to find greener pastures in the worst possible way.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I would just because Rudy Gobert. Then we go to Celtics 76ers. I mean, in all seriousness, you said it in the car. 76ers are done.
They're nothing, man. Like, there's no fire behind them. And we talk about this, too. Like, when you bring up the Jazz, it's like the complete opposite. When your leader puts up 57 points, you're going to want to play for them. When the guy who's supposed to be your leader on the 76ers, in this case Joel Embiid, does basically nothing.
Sorry, Ty.
Basically. I mean, first game he put up, 22 points, 10 rebounds? This is a dude who had probably one of the biggest potentials in terms of being a 5 in the NBA that we have seen in a long time, and he is not dominating. This is a dude that should be putting up 40 a game.
I would say he is. It's tough. He's a big man, so he's getting 16 to 17 boards, double-digit points. The problem is that you trust everything on ping with the 200 bits. My guy, love you, buddy. Thank you.
But here's the thing, man. Like in today's NBA, though, there's not that many 5s that are dominating the game as much as they should. It's all 3 and deep now. So really, by that case right there shouldn't be any competition for Joel Embiid to put up 40 a night. In all seriousness, Joel Embiid, just from the fact that there's not that many other comparisons to him or even guys that could defend him, he should be putting up Shaq-like numbers every single day, and he's just not.
Let's play a game. Would you rather have Vujicic or Embiid?
Vujicic, just because he's all well-rounded.
Josh?
And I can actually see him trying in a game.
Vujicic went off. I watched him carve the Bucks apart.
But here's the thing, man. Vujicic is also still a very consistent performer for the Magic, and he is also a guy who got big money because of it, too. So the pedigree's there.
I like Joel Embiid as a...
Hey, Marling sub with the tier 1. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. You're the man.
I like Joel Embiid's personality. I know that doesn't affect this at all, but if you're making me pick my favorite team's whatever guy, I want a guy I like and can cheer for.
LeBron's convinced an entire generation he's the GOAT based on his personality.
Right.
So I think that's
right. So yeah, I'm still going Joel.
Who would you rather have?
Joel.
Well, no. So next one, because
I
trust you on that though.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who would you rather have?
Mm-hmm.
Joel Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
Or I'm trying to think. I mean, let's do Joker. Joel Embiid or Joker?
Joker.
Who would you rather have? Joel Embiid or Hassan Whiteside?
Joel Embiid. Hassan Whiteside.
Same thing, just like the bargain brand.
Hassan Whiteside was one of the biggest wastes of a max contract I've ever seen.
I don't know who Hassan
You think
Whiteside
he was?
is.
Yes.
Not the kid that got the max from Miami, Tyler Johnson? The shooting guard that they just gave a max deal because they had money?
Yeah, but...
I mean, come on, Greg.
Man, though, but Hassan Whiteside, he earned... I will give Hassan Whiteside credit. He worked his way up from the D-League to get that contract, but then as soon as he got that contract, it was just Operation Shutdown.
Who would you rather have?
Mm-hmm.
Joel Embiid
Mm-hmm.
or Steve Adams? Both personality content factories, Josh. Luol Deng at Lakers?
Wow, that's a good one.
I loved Luol Deng when he was with the Lakers. I was a big fan of him.
Steve Adams.
Big fan, Natty.
Steve Adams.
Oh, Luol Deng to the Lakers is the worst contract. Yeah, I don't hate that. That looks like Creed Bratton. Doritos Tacos, so that's an hilarious emote.
Yes.
Yeah, guys, send some weird... my favorite's the puppy dog. There's a puppy dog emote that we're very fond of here.
See, here's the thing. The first two guys that you referenced, though, could be actual franchise cornerstones. Steve Adams doesn't strike me as a franchise cornerstone guy, so that's why I lean towards Joel Embiid.
Okay. I don't hate that. It just I think he can be
he's good, but he's not a franchise guy. That's the thing.
Okay. Let's keep it rolling. The last game on there's the puppy dog. Last game on the parlay was the Mavs. Mavs destroyed the Clippers. Hey, country with 300 bits. My guy, thank you very much, brother. definitely our biggest supporter. You
Thanks,
get a. What can
everybody.
we do for you?
We love it. We appreciate
We
it.
can sing. When's your birthday? We'll sing.
Mm.
We'll sing Happy Birthday. The last. Oh, wait, Jazz. We talked about that one.
Yep.
Raptors.
Yep.
Celtics easy. Mavericks over Clippers. The Mavs were going to beat the Clippers until Kristaps Porzingis fouled out last game. There was just no way they were going to lose twice.
Now,
I honestly think the Mavs win the series right now.
really? See, that's surprising because I look at last night's game as almost an anomaly. I feel like the Clippers absolutely took advantage of the fact that Porzingis was teed out when he shouldn't have been and just steamrolled them the rest of the way. But the second night, though, I think that was just the full potential that you could see from Doncic and Porzingis together. I feel like Doc Rivers and the Clippers have to be able to come back from this and come back strong.
Yeah, I mean, educate me, young basketball fan. Like the Clippers are world beaters. How could they be getting, trampled on by the Maverick, who are a 7 seed?
Doncic is like an all-world talent, though.
Well, I know he's an all-world talent,
So-
but this Clippers team's supposed to be able to contend for a championship.
It was the hat. OH. I'll turn it around here in a minute for you. Big fan of Ohio. Sorry, so back to it, Josh. It's more about, for me, personally, the structure of these teams.
Mhm.
There's a reason the Clippers and Lakers are both, and I'm not going to use the word struggling for the Clippers because they're tied, and the Lakers will win tonight, so they'll be tied. There's a reason they're both kind of struggling. They are built to beat the other one. The Lakers adding Anthony Davis. Io, yeah, Doritos Los Tacos from that area as well. Cat's a big Michigan guy right now because of you two. The Clippers, with their slashing big 3-4 guys in Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. Tough defense in Pat Beverly. And a bunch of I like Zubac. I mean, Harrell's good. No-name big men. The Lakers, big-name big men. Guards that can shoot.
Yep.
The guard matchup with the Lakers in Portland right now and the, I would say, skill matchup
Okay.
for the Clippers Mavericks are something that we could see both LA teams knocked out in the first round.
Yeah.
And the reason that they would both be knocked out is because they were too worried about the other one. It's the same thing as the Steelers losing to the Jacksonville Jaguars
That was, yeah.
because they wanted to play the Patriots and they were built
Right.
to play the Patriots
Right.
and
Yeah.
they
Mike-
got bounced by a team that was shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Mike Mitchell talking shit over it,
Yep.
too, made it worse. But, yeah.
Yeah.
That
So-
makes that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense because those were the only two teams in the West.
Yes.
That's what we've been talking about all year.
Yep.
Was who's going to play the Bucks in the championship?
Matchups matter, man.
Yeah. Wow.
And I think Portland and Dallas
Yeah.
are both in the best. I would rather, if I was one of those two teams, play Lakers or Clippers than I would rather play the Nuggets or Jazz.
Yeah, I agree. Especially the Nuggets. The Nuggets, I think, are probably the deepest team in the West right now, too.
So let's talk about the other number 1 seed that got upset. I have a legit question.
I have Lakers shorts on. Should I show them?
Sure.
If you want.
I just don't want Josh to be the only guy repping his team while I'm messing with guys from Ohio.
Yeah. I can prove it, too. Logo's right there and everything. Show them off, Deke. Yeah, buddy.
Wow.
Yep. Yeah. He's showing off. There you go. There you go. Yes, sir. All the purple and like the littlest speck of gold, too.
You're a speck of gold.
Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Man, I fucking called this.
Yeah, you did.
I mean, I tell the story. At a six-penner friend wedding, everyone tells me, you should be so excited. You got LeBron. You got LeBron. It's so cool. Oh, Derek, aren't you excited about Anthony Davis? You got Anthony Davis. It's so much fun. It's only fun if you fucking win, guys. Only fun if you win. Lake Show gang gang. Death to privilege.
Well, let me ask you this.
Ask.
Because it feels like in not just NBA, but also in hockey, there's been something that the top seeds have had problems with the little seeds because the younger or the lower seeds, no, younger seeds, the lower seeds have had to fight to be into the playoffs, right? They've been playing meaningful games
James
since
played
they've
8
entered.
straight meaningful games.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And like LA didn't. LA had that first seed locked either the first or second game in the bubble. Same with the Bucks. So like how much of it is
All of it.
it's all of it,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
all together.
100%. It's that Dame is still in. If I do not win tonight, we go home.
Uh-huh.
And LeBron is in. I'm LeBron effing James. I mean,
Sure.
he's still. I love the conversations because with each new wave of people that play the sport, with each new wave of fans, there's a new GOAT.
Yeah.
Like Edwards from Georgia just came out and said Kevin Durant is his GOAT. Now,
Well, I mean,
don't hate it.
from the generation, like when he was growing up and stuff, that's completely understandable.
Lol Lakers. Still, the greatest name ever established in anything is the LA Leakers, which is a rap producing group that leak music.
Oh.
Just fun fact.
Okay.
LA Leakers. No, but back in it, like it's like you just said, you know, Josh, it's every second of basketball for Portland is meaningful.
Right.
For the Lakers, they need to wake up,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they will. I have no actual concern of the Lakers moving on from this round. I genuinely think the Mavericks could move on,
Yeah. Okay.
but I do not think that Portland is deep enough, even though they're like this is literally. I don't know what the equivalent would be in hockey, but this is like, okay, we stacked so much on our offense and our defenders. I mean, this is the Pens. The Lakers are the Penguins. Our defense
Right.
is
Okay.
shit.
Yeah.
Like, our defense is shit, meaning that our guards are nothing compared to CJ and Dame. Like, the
Right.
Lakers' guards are shit.
Right.
I
No.
love Caruso, but the fact that Caruso's a cult hero speaks to how shit the guards are.
Which is saying a lot for a Laker team that was supposed to dominate as well, too.
Sure.
You know who we could have had?
Who could you add?
Darius Garland.
Ugh.
He's in Cleveland. You know who we could have had? D'Angelo Russell. But
Minnesota.
well, he also screwed over Swaggy P. You know who we could have had? Lonzo Ball, but I hate him too, so it doesn't matter. Hop, what's up, brother? Thank you for making the move to Twitch with us. Hockey hasn't been as bad. Philly is still playing, but they shouldn't have been a 1 seed. Josh, thoughts on that one?
Whew. Okay, so agreed, because Boston had what was the equivalent of a 20-point lead on the rest of the league.
President's
they
Trophy
won
winners.
the President's Trophy handedly.
Mhm.
They should have just been awarded the number 1 seed overall. But Philly earned it.
Definitely bringing that
By
up.
the way the bubble structure was set up. I mean, Philly earned it. And now, as a Penguins fan, I'm a little happy that they're having troubles with Montreal. Makes me kind of okay. But I really do think I didn't write an article, but a bencher by the name of Johnny Violence wrote an article a couple of years ago saying the Flyers would contend for the Cup in 3 years. And we're on year 2 of when that article was written. I still genuinely believe that that is a true statement.
So I just want to bring up, for new people in the chat, as an example, I have used 100 of my chips to hydrate.
Oh, thank God. I needed to open a new beer.
Cheers.
Cheers. I fucking Twitch, right?
Oh,
We needed that, too.
thank God for Twitch.
We needed that.
If this was Facebook, we'd be parched.
Oh, God.
Anyway, so
Boston definitely used
Yeah, read
those
that one
3
first.
games as practice. I get it. They won't. They won, but how much effort was put in? Yeah, I mean, Boston and Tampa laid off the gas,
Strawberry
100%.
I was trying to
I
it
think the
good?
Caps kind of gave it a little bit, but not as much as, I mean, Philly came out like they had something to prove, and largely
Yep.
they did because nobody believed that they belonged in that top 4 in the East.
I want to get to Ryan's comment when you're done before we answer Natty's, just to let you know. But you keep going, Josh.
Yeah,
You're doing
so, but, oh, I totally missed Ryan's, my bad.
great. It's all right.
But yeah, man, I think it's hard because I don't think Philly's a bad team, and I do legitimately think they have a shot, not only at the Eastern Conference Finals this year, but possibly the Cup, depending on how banged up Tampa or Boston are. Because essentially, that's what we're looking at. Tampa and Boston are going to play each other in the next round,
Yeah.
and that's going to be a 7-game classic, and you are not going to want to miss a single game.
Do they still have Briere?
No, Danny Brier's been
No.
retired for a long time.
Okay.
But to be
That's it.
fair,
I think that's the only him and Scotty Hart.
to be fair though, man, Islanders and Flyers,
They got
I feel like
Russell
that'll
here.
go 7 as well, too.
Islanders and Flyers will go 7, but it won't be nearly as physical as Boston Tampa is. And Boston's already down to their backup goalie. Not saying that Halak's a great goalie, and Halak could easily carry you into a cup final. But Tuukka Rask is one of the best big game goalies out there left. And for him to not be there, it might only be like the little screwdriver in your tool belt, but when you really need the little screwdriver and you don't have one, you're fucked.
Yeah, Here's a real quick thing too, because Josh, me and you talked about this like earlier this week, talking about Rask and how he decided to leave, and just some backstory on this too.
Yeah.
Rask was essentially the first player, I think, to actually decide to leave the bubble outright, and it wasn't for health reasons either. He legit left the bubble because he didn't agree with how essentially the structure was being set up. His team got to the next round without needing him, and you touched on this too. Like the fact that they were playing the Hurricanes was kind of bullshit. It was.
But they had him for a game or two in that round. You got to remember, he played in the one game that the Hurricanes won, but he also won the first game.
He did. But what I'm getting at though is the fact that they got past the Hurricanes, which was probably the best wild card team in the East, I would argue at that point. They're going to the next round. Regardless, they were good.
Canadians wild card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, they would have been the
I would
real
say
wild
they-
card
they
team.
are
They were the
because-
best
Right,
wild card
Because
team.
we suck.
So regardless, like the Bruins were gonna have to play either the Islanders or Tampa, no matter what, like in the next round.
Yeah.
So like looking at it from this perspective, I mean, do you see what Rask did in a different light right there? Because I look at it as kind of him leaving was now meaningless.
Do you think they made fun of him when the Pirates of the Caribbean came out and called him Tortuga?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't think it was meaningless because, again, he's the last big game goalie left. Vasilevsky
You don't think
may.
Carey Price?
Well, normally Price isn't in the playoffs, but you're absolutely right. Carey Price has been willing the Canadians
That's what.
to
Yeah.
this point.
I mean, I saw the sweat drip off his nose.
I
So-
would say, though, that in elimination games where he's on the verge of elimination, this past win
Poo-poo-pachoo.
was the first one in like 10 years or something. So, like, elimination games, Price has been known to maybe give up a week, one or two. That goes back to his World Junior days. That goes back to his Olympic performances. But, yeah.
I want to get to Ryan's comment
Yes.
and then talk about Natty. So Ryan writes in, no home court. Is the officiating more even?
I think 100% it is.
It's frustrating because it's frustrating because there's a goddamn pandemic. But you can't award, and that's what someone said. Like, honestly, I think one of the biggest benefits of this bubble is that the Lakers did not drop a game.
Yeah, there's no such thing as
traditional format.
there's no such thing as stealing a game now
Exactly.
whatsoever.
There's no, we stole one game in LA. They can win the next one, but the next we got to go back to Portland for 2 games. So you're looking at a 3-1 coming out of Portland if they play well.
Right.
Not a factor. And I think the refs are more even, but also, you know what's super funny is there's a lot more technicals being given out for yelling at the refs
So many technicals.
because there's no crowd noise.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
It's quiet. It's a quiet gym. All
is.
you can hear is someone say, "Yo, you got to call that." I mean, who was it yesterday? Paul George.
Yeah.
Yeah, Paul
He
George
got
did
called
that.
on one. The very first one of Kristaps Porzingis' technicals, he punched the air.
Yeah.
Dude, the air is such a little wuss. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
The air flopped. I watched it happen.
Natty writes in, do you guys really drink only 2 beers during the show? So, Natty, the name of the podcast, 2 Beers Deep, came because
Educate him.
2 reasons. One, and I'll clip this for social. One, Greg and I would have 2 beers by the time that we got to my place before we started the show. So before we started, like, we did a bunch of practice episodes before we started the 2 Beers Deep show. I made him come over, and we would drink 2 beers and just talk about what we're going to talk about and just do the podcast. So we were a podcast before we were a show. 2, it is a stance of mine. It is one of my, I would say, like, I have a couple stances and a couple takes that transcend time and space.
Yes.
Thank you.
That needs to be a shirt.
Thank you. This is one of them. You are at your best when you're 2 beers deep. You are drunk enough to not worry about what people think. You are sober enough to still be you. You are in the perfect realm of I could keep drinking and get drunk, or I could stop drinking and not be tired or instantly have to go to bed. You are at your ultimate social human at 2 beers deep. That is the reasoning behind the name of the show.
There you go.
And then just the extra beer, shit just hits the fan right there.
Yeah, see, Greg has 3 in front of him, and now I know Greg's ready to rage.
Yeah.
Like, Greg's, like, that's the thing. If Greg would have only had 2, boom, okay, cool. He's driving home later. He's doing ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. I'll definitely clip that for Social Netty. That's one of my favorite stories about talking about stuff. Let's just talk about the entire referee being pieces of shit. Not hesitant to make calls because of the crowd. Yeah. So if a ref doesn't hear from the top row, meet me in the parking lot, he's going to make whatever calls he wants.
Yeah, but here's the thing. That makes me think that referees are essentially afraid of the crowd
They
environment.
100% are afraid of the crowd environment.
Duh. What do you mean?
But like, come on, man. Like, you cannot tell me that throughout the years of experience that some of these referees have had that they are going to be afraid of some pissant, like in the 300 section that's just yelling at
Greg,
them.
how many
Come
times
on.
have you ridden an elevator in your life?
Many times.
You would say in abundance.
Yes, abundance.
Are you ever scared going into an elevator?
Not really, no.
Okay. So if one day the elevator breaks down and you get stuck in it,
Then I'd be terrified.
okay. So all these refs need is a death threat. And I guarantee these refs get death threats.
Oh, for sure.
So you're instantly thinking, like, all right, what about a death threat? Philly fans, bada boom, throwing batteries and shit. Refs,
Oh, man.
literally, you always have to think, like, all right, if I make a bad call here, is somebody going to shoot me from the stands?
Well, here's the other thing, too. How many
Same.
fans actually go out of their way to figure out who the refs are?
We'll talk about that later, Natty, so stay around. My guess is depends how much they bet. Well, it's like that
That's-
dude.
that's
Who
a
was
fair
the
point.
guy? Who was the guy? Tim something? The referee that
Oh, damn.
he was on
I
Part
know-
of My Take.
I know who you're thinking of. I can't remember his
The
name.
ref that, like, he didn't
He fixed games. Yeah, I can't remember.
So he went in depth that he didn't technically fix games. What he did was alerted bettors of the referee meeting notes each morning. So if Kobe drives to the lane, in last game, Phil Jackson came up to the refs and said, yo, you guys aren't calling shit on Kobe. You guys aren't, like, he's driving the lane, he's getting hacked. You know he's going to go to the line 12 times that night.
Right.
So you know he's at least going to have 24 points because Kobe hits. So then you at least know he's going to have 35. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's stuff like that he would then give. So it wasn't that he was fixing games, even though, like, it's the Altuve syndrome is what I'm calling it. Once you cheat, why would I ever believe you were ever not a cheater?
Yeah, no, that's actually a
So-
fair point, yeah.
I would also just, like, I call me a sucker. I believe in a home court advantage.
Sucker.
I believe in a home crowd that's hot. And especially in some of
I
these,
think you also believe in a home cooked meal.
I do believe in a home cooked meal.
Oh, one that
Um,
just warms your body and soul, man. God.
But I
Feels good.
definitely believe, like, especially like a Portland. If Portland was up by 10 against the Lakers and the Staples Center was so quiet you could hear a pin
666
drop.
chip chips, Josh.
Wow.
Damn.
That's terrifying.
But you could hear a pin drop, like, you know that's going to weigh on the players.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, dude,
sure.
this,
Or vice versa. If they're up by 10 in Portland, that
Tim
building
Donaghy.
is going to be ruckus.
oh yeah.
I knew it was fucking Tim.
I mean,
Tim
have you?
Donaghy.
I mean, like
Thank you.
Portland fans in general, I feel like are some of the most underrated in sports. Have you ever seen a Timbers game
Oh.
when that crowd is nuts? Oh God.
Or, like,
Which
One thing I gotta do before I
guys have
die:
less news.
go to a Sounders and Timbers game at both stadiums.
I mean, the other thing,
two
too, you
things.
got to keep it, like,
things,
even to bring it back to hockey, like, when the Penguins gave up that goal in Montreal, what would have been in Montreal? Like, oh my God, it would have been loud. And they would have not gotten off of Murray. They would have been singing his name for 4 or 5 periods
In French,
in French.
which makes it worse.
Which is just even more. Mere, mere, oh, oh, mere, bro.
Did you ever know that? And I looked this up too. If you would try to apply for a job with the Montreal Canadiens, you have to be bilingual. It's like a
Duh.
minimum requirement.
They
I
do
would-
all their posts in French and English.
bastards.
J'accuse. Let's talk about the rest of the NHL, Josh.
Okey pokey.
Also, Greg, can you? No, it's far
So
away. I'm gonna grab my phone
here's
charger
kind
really quick.
of where the NHL playoffs stand as of right now. Knights are through, Avs are through, Tampa's through, Boston's through. I messed up the graphic. Look at that. Bummer.
Damn it.
Caps are
I'm through
losing
with this
3-1.
bullshit of a show since you can't get the graphic right.
There you go. Caps are down 3-1 to the Islanders. I would imagine the Islanders close out here pretty quickly.
Yep.
Flyers might get forced into a Game 7 just because Carey Price. But Flyers
Big
will win that
Swedish guy,
series.
Natty.
The Blues are awake, so I would imagine that they will knock off Vancouver. And now without Matthew Tkachuk in Dallas, or in Calgary, it looks like Dallas will come out of that series as well.
All right, we got to do push-ups and sit-ups.
Oh,
Oh, man. Okay, hang on a sec.
Ugh.
Let me...
We should have a push-up cam for future.
I now know that. All right, hang on a sec.
How many do we gotta do?
gotta do it over there. Is this electric television or what, folks? I mean, Greg's actually like really going for it. You can't see behind the chair as well, but.
Which head crunches? 20, 19, 17, 16. Is this what you want? Is this what you want?
Bastards! Greg does some shitty push-ups.
Mine were super good.
Yours were great.
I've been doing 100 push-ups.
Yeah, I got that.
Those are called chips.
Oh,
Guys, if you
God.
if you hit the
I need a beer.
if you hit the circle in the bottom left of chat, those are called chips.
If they puke in my house, I'm blaming the viewers.
I'm blaming Brody. It'll be more puke than he's able to do.
Uh,
But anyways, that's called chips. Guys, you can make us do a lot of things. The more you watch, the more chips you get. I have 700. I might do that again.
I got brush burns on my spine.
You gave poo-poo push-ups.
I did.
All right. What up, Josh? Wait, why didn't Josh do push-ups?
I'll do the next set. I was running camera so that our viewers could see it.
Touche.
Yeah. Otherwise, it just would have been a lot of grunting.
Uh,
No visual.
which that would not have gone well.
No.
Oh man. Crew has a good soccer crowd.
D1
Look
athlete.
at that booty, says Natty.
D1 athlete.
He was a D1 athlete who went to Sweden.
Hydrate.
Hydrate. Oh, thank God.
Hey.
They're gonna
Death
need
of
that.
privilege.
Okay. So NHL, you're gonna get Boston and Tampa in the next round, and you're gonna get Philly and Islanders. In the West, let me pull this back up here.
Pull
I'm
that
just
bad
gonna
boy.
point this out here. Carter Hart is now becoming a national name because of how
Yes.
well he's playing in Montreal.
Carhartt.
Carhart. Which, even though he's no
Carhart.
longer there, Ron Hextall did a hell of a job building that Philadelphia organization with the talent that he
Correct.
brought in.
Correct.
So yeah,
Correct.
Now, Marling says hydrate.
Hydrate again.
This one's going to get us in trouble. That's only 100.
Looks like we are ordering.
It's supposed to be
food
water.
after the
supposed
show.
to be.
Okay. So then you'll get Vegas versus Dallas and St. Louis versus Colorado. Predictions moving forward. Flyers over Islanders and Tampa over Boston.
Oh, hi, Marcia. Thanks for attending our show.
Rude.
She says, hello, Derek from Brenda. Hi, Brenda. I love you. You can thank Deke with hat.
Wow.
Oh, another hydrate.
Is that why?
Shout
All right,
out.
we may have to.
Cap the hydrates.
No. I love the hydrates.
Oh.
The hydrates are totally worth it.
We may have to change chips. It's only letting subs do them, though.
Does hairstylings, etc. in
North Apollo.
North Apollo sponsor us?
They would.
Oh, well. There you
Possibility, yeah.
Can you guys do something about Josh's facial hair?
That's not a quote.
What?
That's not a comment.
No. Hairstyle.
And then Avs probably go over the Blues, and Vegas over Dallas is what I'm hoping for because I want to see Vegas.
That would be something I would do.
Yeah.
Like start reading comments that aren't there.
Yeah.
I
that's what
I
she just
originally picked Dallas to go to the finals, to be honest with you, but the way that the Avs were playing against the Yotes, even though the Yotes are a young team and very inexperienced, that offense is just absurd.
Yeah. Avs are world beaters right now, but so is Vegas. My guess is whoever wins that wins the cup if they play each other. So,
Hydrate.
hydrate again. Oh my God.
They just love us drinking here.
We are gonna order food and take naps. Yeah. Let's move on. Let's talk about the champion.
We were so close to an irrelevant Champions League final, and that would have been amazing. Oh, that would have been amazing, man. Who did Bayern beat? They didn't. No, PSG beat Leipzig, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bayern just absolutely
Trounced.
bitch trounced. Well, even a better one, just bitch smacked them fools
I
over
hope that
there.
my mom's listening to this in full blast in her
Yeah,
hair
really.
studio.
That'd be pretty great.
Just hear Greg go, bitch slap.
Bitch.
Lyon. A
Leon.
Leipzig Leon final.
That would have not been fun.
Thank you, Natty. Would have been electric. But we finally get Neymar, Mbappe. The PSG squad that is pretty geeked, man. I'm excited. Against Bayern, arguably the best team on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. It's going to be
One of
fun.
the most well-rounded
victory.
organizations in all of football.
All of sports.
All of sports, you could go with that too.
Yeah, I would say the sports, absolutely. I mean, Bayern Munich is the epitome of
Shout out to Brenda
success
for hydrating
and
with us.
success and continuing success.
Yeah.
Patriots-esque, if you will. They're a factory.
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, honestly.
But they're even a factory beyond the fact that they lose their coach and still are good.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the big difference is when you have an organization that has tiers to its system.
Yeah.
The way Bayern does, it's a little different, but it's not a bad comparison. Alphonso Davies will destroy PSG.
Wow.
Alphonso Davies, he's starting first team against Barcelona there. I mean, dude's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
USA team's looking strong. But before we get to more USA names,
Oh, yeah. I told you they wake up.
Yeah,
I told you. Woo!
imagine being the number one seed in your conference and worrying about the first round.
Against the Orlando Magic, too.
So Champions League final, what are predictions?
Is this the year Bayern gets over the hump?
Oh, Bayern wins.
You think?
Oh, yeah.
They don't. Well, is Mbappe playing?
Look it up.
I don't.
I would-
He wasn't able to play like a week ago, so
I find it hard to believe that he...
Alphonso Davies is Canadian?
Oh, yeah. He technically is. I forgot about that.
No, get that boy some dual citizenship.
Dual citizenship.
Yeah.
I love it.
Wow, that is not how you spell Mbappe.
hey, just let it go.
Mbobpe. Mbappe.
I find it very hard to believe that he's going to miss the final of Champions League.
Yeah, it looks
I
like a
really find it hard to believe.
I understand it though.
Even if he's at like 50%, I
Fuck,
still
man, what do you
find
mean,
it hard
dude,
to believe.
you thought he was American? Yeah, I thought Alphonso Davies was American. Hold on.
If I were to, dude, come on. Like, if I were to ask you if Andrew Wiggins was American, you'd probably say yes. Not you.
No,
I'm talking
yeah,
about that
no, I
part,
would
man.
not.
Hydrate.
Cheers, boys. Much needed.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Bayern. I mean,
Okay, so in my defense,
unless
Alphonso
Neymar.
Davies is from Ghana
Okay.
and has dual citizenship in Canada. So
Yeah.
Unless Neymar is going to go off.
he won't.
You don't think he has that? He
I don't
doesn't
think
have
Neymar is that player.
Okay.
He has 3 passports: Jeez, Lord,
Liberia?
Liberia.
Ghana.
Canada.
Listen to Josh correcting me. I'll take Bayern.
Check out the big balls on
Check out the
Brad.
big balls on Alsa.
Yeah. Greg, you didn't pick yet.
I'm going Bayern.
Bayern.
Just because I also find it very hard to believe that Neymar is going to actually will his team to winning a Champions League. He just doesn't strike me as someone. Mbappe could. Mbappe
is
could.
he too young? He's not there yet.
Oh no, the World Cup he was there.
Yeah.
True.
The World
True.
Cup was the Mbappe's here moment.
Yeah. And Mbappe absolutely willed his team to winning a World Cup, but Neymar, no.
Okay. Well, let's stay on the soccer trend because Greg, Weston McKennie is a saint.
Well, not
Wow.
yet. Not yet.
Close.
Not
Nope.
yet.
Weston McKennie will never become a saint because Josh just said it.
Well,
Jinxed.
goddamn.
I'm pretty sure in the
Jinx.
text thread it said Weston McKennie to the Saints, and that's what it says right there.
All right. So some
Check
quick.
the text thread, Mister. I never
That's
deleted
not
text.
that's not the point. I thought this was a this is a producer's job quote that you say all the time.
All right. So to provide some background real quick, Weston McKennie,
Yeah.
one of the best up and coming young United States talents that is probably going to lead our team
I would
into
argue
the
not even
promised
up and
land.
coming.
Yeah, that's a fair point too. He's probably going to be a starter on the national team, absolutely. But he has been with Shaka for the last 3 years. I want to say, last
Spurs
3
won
years.
them too, Natty, huh?
Yep, last 3 years. Shaka is now going to be on the process of letting go of some younger talents to make up for the fact that they are no longer going to be profitable with COVID and stuff. Weston McKennie has already come out and said that he wants to go to England. Originally, he was going to be sold to Hertha Berlin. The talks fell through, and now there's apparently a chance that Weston McKennie is going to be going to England. With the only bidder that has come up so far is my team, Southampton, which is something I'm very excited about. Now, the odds of this happening, though, are going to still come with a lot of selling that Southampton has to do. There's a lot of holdovers from the terrible Pellegrino and Marcuse era that need to go, mostly Wesley Hoot, Mario Lamina, Claudio Guerrillo, and probably Sofiane Buffal. I don't think Sofiane Buffal will probably be the most expensive guy, but it depends on who we'll see from there. But yeah, most likely all those guys will be sold before the purchase actually goes, but more than likely Wes McKennie is going to cost about 21 mil to be able to come over. But yeah, it is going to be huge. They just sold
instantly best player on your team.
Absolutely. They just sold Højbjerg to Tottenham because he was unhappy there. We're getting a very young talent, a guy that has oodles of potential and absolutely 100% fits Hasenhüttl's system perfectly, too, as a centerman.
Dat Birdman says, dude, McKinney and Adams in the middle, and then obviously Pulisic up front, and then Josh Sargent has really shown some huge steps forward.
Sargent took a while, too, to get his footing, too, in European competition.
But the U.S. national team looks better than it ever has. And personally, I see Natty's comment that Southampton may not have the money because of COVID. I hope he goes to Southampton, and here's why. I'm a Liverpool fan. And I know what Southampton can do to make players that are great better. And as far as the U.S. national team fan, I want him to go somewhere where he can develop, play against top-tier talent, and then become a superstar in a European league.
Yeah.
And I really do think Southampton is a great place for him to go do that. And it's exciting to me to think about having Pulisic at Chelsea and McKinney at Southampton, and then you just
Conrad de la Fuente at Barcelona.
Starting to get better. Now instead of having one guy who's your keeper playing at like a middle tier place, you now have like 4 or 5 guys playing in top flight teams. That's exciting.
There's a lot of, there are history of guys experimenting overseas for the U.S. national team. Clint Dempsey for Fulham for a while.
Yeah. Michael Bradley with AS Roma.
Like Fulham and Everton aren't Liverpool or aren't Chelsea.
Well, no,
and
I'm saying let's go through some of the names.
Okay.
And decide, because I don't believe any of them are as big as Conrad de la Fuente. Landon Donovan, always on loan, but Bayern Leverkusen and Everton. Tim Howard, Manchester United and Everton. Oguchi Onyewu, AC Milan. And Barcelona's like B team for a second, but I don't really care about that.
AC Milan's a pretty big team.
They are. But Oguchi, I guess it did
start. It's not Barca. Barca's Barca, but
some other big U.S. teams suggesting they wanted a 3.
And then let's also not forget with Jurgen Klimson's affinity with going for dual citizen guys, and in all seriousness, is Julian Green probably the biggest bust ever when it comes to U.S. soccer?
I say yes because we were supposed to take Landon Donovan that year and we didn't, so that Julian Green didn't get on the German national team. Which is a bunch of fraud. Fabian Johnson played in the German league for a while. Wonderful player.
Actually, let me rephrase. Possibly a bigger bust, Aaron Johansson.
I would say Julian Green's bigger. Johansson at least played games.
That's fair.
It's not a bad call-out, though. Always some significant guys. Wesley McKennie, obviously, is one of the bigger names now. Starting for Barcelona's A team I still stand by the biggest.
Yeah.
Donovan was at Munich for a year on loan, and then Dempsey at Fulham was a beast. He was. Dempsey was unbelievable.
I remember when Josie Altidore got sold from the Red Bulls to go to Villarreal, and that was a big deal. Yeah. And then he just kind of kept floating around basically the entire time too.
Yes, sir.
But still, Barca and Chelsea are bigger than every team you've named.
No, absolutely.
Chelsea, I don't, and I'm not trying to like.
What semantics?
Chelsea and AC Milan, I would question.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
close.
But
Probably
yeah,
close.
I think.
yeah.
But I would say as of right now, the play style Pulisic has versus the play style of Uguchi Onyewu, you're correct.
Yeah, and
well-
Natty, real quick. Yeah, Anthony Robinson on Fulham. I
Yep.
think it was a 4-year deal too that I saw. That's a very big deal.
What
And
about,
they're in Premier League
AC
going in next year
but
too.
also, AC Milan's legacy is largely based in the 80s and the 70s.
Yeah, it's huge old.
Yeah.
What's dude's name?
Dude's
Mother
name?
shit. Outside back, extremely fast. Went to Newcastle, Seattle Sounders.
DeAndre
Yedlin.
DeAndre Yedlin, yeah.
One of my favorite players. that
Yeah,
gets put
I would
over
I would never call him a bust. Like he did some great things
Oh, no,
during
he's
one of the
rapid.
World Cup runs. Yeah,
rapid.
Look out for Antonio Robinson at Fulham
Yep.
this year. Kid
4-year
got game.
4-year deal.
Beasley.
Oh,
Michael
Michael Beasley, yeah.
He played at. Was he Leverkusen as well?
maybe.
Or he was
Is
maybe.
it, oh, he's talking about DeMarcus Beasley, I think.
Yeah. Another fun fact about players: Jorgen Klinsmann's son signs with the LA Galaxy. He's a goalkeeper. So that's just a cool little fun fact.
Little nugget right there.
Here's what I want to jump to next.
You have to jump though.
Okay.
We should make a chip. Make chip to jump.
To make him
Is this
He's up in the pen right
transpired
now.
A couple of days ago?
This
That
is in the air to right field. Back it goes. Nando has done it again.
And,
Fernando Tatis Jr.
I
A
think we can
grand
all
slam.
agree
And the
that
Padres go
Fernando
on top.
makes breaking the rules cool.
yeah, I
Got
got
to break the rules when they're not written down.
yeah, I got a big problem with this. First off, in all the years that like I've watched baseball or have like
douches.
or played baseball, I have never in my life heard any unwritten rule about you're not able
Piping
to.
a fucking fastball
Yeah,
down the middle down three
I've
balls.
never heard this before. Never. I've never heard of anyone saying that when you're in a blowout and the dude has a 3-0 count on you that you should not be swinging. Like get the hell out of here. That is absolute bullshit right there. So I got a big problem with all of apparently baseball purists now coming out of the closet with this because that was never a rule.
Well,
Never
yeah,
heard that
Doritos Los
in my
Tacos
life,
brings
and I will
up
stand by that.
the good point that his career is based on stats. And
Well, and to be fair, he's only been in the league for 2 years. Like he's 21, and that's why like I've been at the forefront of this. This dude was one of the top prospects for years now, and he is probably going to be the next face of baseball behind Mike Trout.
I'm just going to say, if you don't like grand slams, don't pitch a meatball down center aisle.
Yeah,
Like,
This
it's super simple.
this dude
Walk
is,
'em.
this dude is the epitome of a 5-tool player, by the way.
And the pitcher had just walked 3 straight guys. So you want me to feel bad for you because you can't throw a heater down the middle? You want me to be mad because you're throwing balls so that I won't swing on a meatball, a lollipop, down Main Street?
Yeah, and let's also be real about this.
Clown.
Baseball is one of the few sports that's also an individual sport within a team sport too. Fernando Tatis is trying to play up his stats to be able to get himself in that MVP race right there. So if it means getting another home run, if it means getting more
Also just
RBIs,
getting his team points.
if it means increasing his batting average, if it means getting his team in a better spot to get to the postseason, which there's a very good chance this Padre team is about to, by the way, so be it. Like for God's sakes, like we're at this point now where all of a sudden it's just like it's a made-up unwritten rule.
You
I've
don't.
never heard of this in my life too. Yeah.
You don't write down unwritten rules because when you write them down, you realize how stupid they are.
Yeah, I get the whole bullcrap, maybe the idea that there needs to be a mercy rule in baseball. I can see that from a perspective because I personally don't want to see a position player pitching in the 9th inning.
Hold on.
Honestly, I don't. But
If there's a mercy rule in
Hmm.
the highest level of athletic ability for your sport, you do not deserve to be in that sport.
that's fair.
There,
It's completely fair.
a mercy rule is arguably more embarrassing than just getting shit on.
Natty is absolutely right in the chat. Isn't baseball contracts based on stats?
It is.
100%.
It is.
That's
And
the
better
individual
stats
team.
lead
And-
to better contracts.
Well, also,
You're right, Natty.
well, and also to that too. Fernando Tatis is also he's pre-arbitration right now, so he's making minimum. He's making minimum money right now.
Motherfucker.
Pre-arbitration, man. But that's the thing, though. Like when he gets to arbitration,
It's
all
gonna be
those stats pile
nasty.
up. Yeah. So
He's
gonna
gonna
his,
be
be
like,
a Yankee.
Pat,
His-
you
when he
hit
gets to
that
the
grand
arbitration,
slam.
he's gonna be a Yankee.
I don't know, Fernando. You hit that grand slam when it was kind of jerkish to do so. We're gonna knock off 100 million and
When
only give
he-
you 600 million.
when he gets to arbitration, like his first round of arbitration, he's making 8 figures off the top. That's not even
Buccos are
enough
getting
to
no
make.
hit tonight.
Oh
It's not a
man,
bad
is
call.
it that bad?
Probably.
49-31 Bucks.
No, Buccos, brother.
Oh. They haven't started yet. They're starting right now at 7:05.
What a weirdo.
Yeah.
Shane,
49
Shane,
to
Shane Bieber's
31.
pitching for the Indians tonight, so that's why they're saying that.
Yeah, 100%. Now, Tatis, he's what's fun about baseball, and if you have an issue with that, man, you're what makes baseball suck.
Can
'Cause
we get-
baseball's so hard to get into.
Can we get shirts that say "Make Baseball Fun Again"?
No,
Oh,
You can get tattoos.
I would be down for that.
right here.
Right across the eyes.
Make baseball fun.
Oh,
Is
that'd be
Pittsburgh
gold.
still has a baseball team? Yes,
Yes,
I
Natty.
mean,
Yeah, we very
they
much
have
do.
a triple. Yeah, exactly. They have
Quad
a
A.
quad A.
Hey,
Way to go, Greg
we
Skelp.
have an MLB team the same way that Philadelphia technically has a basketball team.
Yeah.
That's a fair point right there.
They're shit.
We've reached the conclusion of the sports part of our program. However, the next part should prove to be heated and
Hydrate.
So you only put so you get mad at me
what?
if I put something in the text group that isn't technically correct, but we don't get to all the things in the text group.
What are you talking about, bud? We did everything. Oh, I'm so sorry. We did not.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Honestly, I don't even want to do the show anymore.
We
fuck it,
jumped.
fuck it.
I had
don't
it.
even
Look,
wanna- I don't even wanna do it
look
anymore.
at the rundown. I had all the basketball stuff together,
I
and then
know.
we jumped it, went to hockey, and it threw me off.
Tonight.
Not a great producer.
Greg and I's friendship largely evolved after college due to the fact that we watched NBA drafts together, and he got to see me cry every year when the Lakers were shit.
As the two only people in a bar that were watching the NBA draft while everyone else was watching Penn's hockey.
Yeah, while the guy that was next to me, we just beat in GPSL 2 weeks before, asked me a question. I said, "Oh, we beat you last week," and he didn't want, or 2 weeks ago. But tonight, NBA draft lottery. What that means is we will find out the draft order tonight, which means mock drafts. But there are only a few names. Cavs number 1 pick. Cavs
Cavs have a very good chance. Man.
Cavs number 2 pick.
You're saying number two.
Going to the Warriors. No, they have the same amount of odds. Here's the problem with the Cavs, though. If they don't get the number 1 pick, which is, let's just say right now, the number 1 pick is Edwards out of Georgia.
Okay.
If the Cavs get the number 2 pick, Greg, who do they go with? Because I have an easy answer.
Obi Toppin.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But why is that?
So, main reason. And the main reason I say this is because the last 2 years they've already gone guards. They've gone Colin Sexton, they've gone Darius Garland. They're still trying to figure out who actually is their franchise point guard at this point, too, by the way, going there. Now, what they...
Which they've officially have Sexton as the shooting guard.
Oh, do they?
On the depth chart.
Okay.
Just-
Okay.
No,
I do remember
no,
seeing some
shoot, but-
I do remember seeing some rumors about like Ben Simmons being like a trade candidate to go there, them getting like Garland or Sexton in return, which would be interesting because you could actually get like a distributor to play off of Embiid better.
You like O because he's from Dayton, Eric.
So for me, Obi Toppin, National Player of the Year, improved in every facet of the game, and most importantly too, even though he's 22, which is going to be like an issue moving forward, this is something that I've preached so much, especially when it comes to NBA draft prospects.
Annoyingly.
Annoyingly. NBA draft prospects take forever to develop, to the point where,
Unless you're Jaw.
unless you're
Or Zion.
most NBA draft prospects take at least 5 years to develop. In the best case scenario for this, Victor Oladipo, number 2 overall pick to Orlando.
You're not going to go with Brandon Ingram?
Oladipo's a better option right now. Right now.
Wow, Oladipo literally just came back from like 6 months of injuries. But
Yeah.
interesting.
But I'm talking about this because Oladipo had to go to 3 different teams before he became an all-star. Brandon Ingram is also in that boat too because he had to spend 3 years with the Lakers on bad teams, then go to
Well, he was part of the
then go to an average team and actually show how good he could be. But that is essentially the case with NBA draft prospects, is that it takes maybe 4, 5 to 6 years for them to actually show up unless you are an elite level talent. What's different about this class, and I'm going to push this until I can't no more, this is one of the weakest draft classes that I've seen since 2013 when Anthony Bennett was number 1 overall.
You do like to say that.
I do like to say that.
You do.
And
So-
funny enough, that draft class produced Victor Oladipo too, just saying.
Dion Waiters. Let's calm down with that. Waiters had maybe 1 good year.
Yeah.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. I think that is fine. I think that you can clearly see Obi Toppin is going to be good. For me, I'm sure Eric's going to hate this. It's weird for me that the Cleveland Cavaliers came out and said they had a progressive trade package together to get Ben Simmons. Do they turn the number 2 pick into Ben Simmons?
I wouldn't mind it because I think they look at this draft class and they realize there's not necessarily a difference maker.
If you send Colin Sexton and the number 2 overall pick to Philly, you can get Ben Simmons.
Yes, I agree. I think that's a fair trade too. Ben Simmons is also something too that regardless
He wants
of
to be LeBron so bad it hurts.
he does, but also I think the biggest issue with Ben Simmons too is because he had another number 2 in with Joel Embiid. I don't think they mesh well together. I really don't. So I think if you give Ben Simmons his own team where he's the predominant scorer, I think he flourishes. And he's in a small market, sure, but there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. You can be in a small market and be a big fish and an all-NBA player if your heart desires to. And I think Ben Simmons has the talent to do it.
I think Wiseman at the Hawks is going to be the steal.
I do like that idea. Have him with Trae Young there. Ooh, that Hawks team is going to be
Punch
fun.
everybody John Collins to the 4. You get a couple guys moved down to different positions. Cam Reddish to the 3, and then you put Wiseman in at the big one there. I'm excited.
Golden State Warriors are definitely trading their pick no matter where they get.
Well, they're either trading their pick or they're drafting a guy and trading him, or they're drafting Edwards and trading Klay Thompson.
Ooh, not see that coming.
Clay's been the top. Clay is Evgeny Malkin.
Yeah, I get that.
He is the Evgeny Malkin, part of a amazing duo. Talked about being traded every year because he's technically not as good as the other guy,
No,
but
I get
also
that.
your team wouldn't be great without him.
Right. Yeah, 100%. I dig that.
Or get rid of Draymond. All right, Josh. Now you can kill the sports segments.
Okay. So,
Even though we didn't talk about my tight end ranking.
motherfuckers, you want to do that?
I don't care. If you have it up.
They do.
The only reason I want to talk about it is because I want to see. Have you done your Moneyball research yet?
I have not,
Okay.
but I don't know that I'm going to get to play Moneyball this year just based on some of the leagues I'm in. But
Chips down for it.
Oh, all right. So here is Derek's rankings of the top tight ends. Kelsey at 1, Kittle at 2. That seems like no-brainers to me.
Yep.
Andrews at 3, Ertz 4, sure. Walker at 5, Ingram at 6.
Darren Waller.
Or, I'm sorry,
You're
Waller. Hunter Henry at 7, Austin Hooper at 8. Now, so this is really. Can we talk about Hooper?
We can talk about a couple guys because
Okay.
there are 2 guys that you've named that are on my hate list.
Yeah. So the Hooper one's interesting to me solely based on the fact that what the hell is his name? Baker Mayfield does not check down to his tight ends a lot.
Can I give you one reason why he doesn't?
Yeah, go for it.
David Njoku
My man.
is the thing.
Yeah.
Because his hands are rocks.
Mm-hmm.
He is a wonderful athlete.
Can't catch
Tremendous.
ball.
Tremendous athletic ability. Can't catch shit.
I see.
He's
Baker.
like a poor man's O.J. Howard.
I guess. Even OJ was productive in some games.
That's why I'm saying poor man.
No, but so Austin Hooper for me, there's a reason he made my hate list. It is because Njoku is rocks. Yeah, Bueno hates him. Austin Hooper was the product of a Falcons team that is always good in the passing game. Now, last year was a breakout year. He was very good. Gets big money in Cleveland. Good receiver.
He was consistent for a while too. I will give him that as well.
Where does Odell Beckham Jr. succeed?
In the post.
Across the middle of the field.
Oh.
He's only at 99 yards every day of the week.
Okay.
There's not much more Austin Hooper's going to do.
Yeah, he's not really a red zone threat either.
He's not a red zone threat.
No.
He's not vertical. I mean, he's okay. Bueno writes in Njoku can't block or catch. I would argue Njoku might be a better blocker than Hooper. So, do I think that Hooper deserves his ranking on my list? Yes. Will I be avoiding him like the plague in fantasy? Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Another name on there that I am avoiding like the plague is one of I feel like I got 1 or 2 every year. There's a name that ESPN loves. There's a name that fantasy guys love. And that's Tyler Higbee with the LA Rams. Higbee finished the year strong. Became Jared Goff's kind of go-to guy. There's a reason I hate him. I don't believe the Rams are done giving Gerald Everett attempts at the starting tight end position. And I do believe that Cooper Kupp is the world's greatest security blanket.
I can definitely agree with Cooper Kupp.
And you hate
I hate Jared Goff with a passion. God
with a passion.
damn, he is overrated in
I-
the worst possible way.
I don't trust teams with two tight end options that are both kind of unproven, and I don't believe in Higbee's hype at all.
They're both kind of the same tight end in a weird way, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's the problem. You need essentially a tight end to be your catcher, and you need a tight end to be your blocker. If you don't have that, it doesn't necessarily mesh well.
And my third hate, just to get it out there, because I write 3 hates, 3 loves, and 3 sleepers. Number 12, Robert
Yeah.
Gronkowski.
Yep.
Now, I did write that BA, Bruce Arians, arguably my favorite coach of all time,
Sure.
came out today and said Rob looks 5 years younger. He looks thinner. And if you remember, Rob was a big CBD guy
Yep.
after leaving. I think he went vegan for like a week.
Yeah. Didn't he also say he sweat a lot too because of the fact that training camp was in Florida instead of New England?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Rain King, what's up, brother? Not a fan of Hawkinson after all the hype failed last year.
Yeah.
I would say no hype failed. First week, 22 points. After that, if you remember, he was on IR, and Matt Stafford barely played. They had a guy named David Blough, 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 because that's the noise you made when you looked at a Lions game on TV.
Very
Blah. Blah. Hawkinson.
And that was
is-
before Thanksgiving too.
It was.
Mm-hmm.
Hawkinson is one of the better tight end talents we've ever seen in the draft, I will say with a straight face. O.J. Howard was supposed to be foolproof. Noah Fant and Hawk came out at the same time from Iowa.
Yes.
Iowa. Hawk, I formally believe, will be more value at his ADP than Kenny Golladay.
Which is saying a lot right there because Kenny Galladay is clearly the number one there.
Yep.
And
I love Hawk.
And I would argue, too, that when was the last time that Matt Stafford had a legit tight end to be a guy that could be kind of a safety
It's kind of
net for him?
sucky to say he never had Eric Ebron.
It
Because
is.
Eric Ebron has been a beast everywhere else he goes.
It really is.
I would say that Matt Stafford has never... Pettigrew? Was Pettigrew a tight end?
He was, but like...
He was also just a big wide receiver.
He was more of a red zone guy than he was like a safety net, though.
Hawk is... I'm not going to say that they have the same points or playability or anything like that. Hawk is way closer to George Kittle than he is Eric Ebron.
That's
the
fair.
Detroit Lions.
That's completely fair. I'm a big fan of Hawk this year just for the fact that his success does rely on Matt Stafford. And
Yes.
the big issue with this is that Matt Stafford still has a mediocre offensive line to work with. But honestly,
Hell of a run game, though.
yeah, but like, what are the odds that like he has another career-ending and not a career-ending, but like a season-ending injury?
Matt
like he did
Stafford has
last year?
2 career-ending injuries a season.
That's
That's how I feel.
God bless Matt Stafford. He's the best quarterback that Detroit's had in 30 years, which
Ever.
is saying a
Ever.
lot.
I would say ever.
Ever?
Who else have they had? I'm trying to think.
Fair point. Yeah, he's the
Like,
best quarterback they've had ever.
I literally just was like Rolodex, like in my brain going tick, 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 Lions, and then
Yeah,
like
right?
flies came out. Like
Shit. Ingram should have a breakout season. So Ingram's had a lot
Ingram's
of good
always had a
seasons,
breakout season,
a lot of injuries, but now that he finally has a quarterback, better tackle, running back, I love Ingram this year.
How did Ingram do when Danny Dimes took over as quarterback anyway?
Solid. I mean, he was 9+ points a week. It wasn't anything to write home about, but at the same time, he's still going to be a good tight end.
Yeah.
Tight ends, I wrote in the copy of like what we posted. Tight ends are kind of like getting the aux cord at a party. You don't have to play a banger, but if you play something bad, everyone knows.
right.
Like, you can't flop.
I like
you
that.
just got to play a nice song. Just
Yeah.
get 10 points a week. You'll be fine. Natty writes in, what is the big difference between football, under center, and shotgun for the offense and the defense schemes of the opponent? Natty, think Patriots versus Cardinals last season.
That's essentially the difference, yeah.
A lot of rookie quarterbacks, a lot of running quarterbacks, a lot of 5 wide receiver set offenses run the shotgun. It's quicker. It doesn't require any step back. There is a lot less mess up if you trust your center. But at the same time, guys like Brady, guys like Manning, they thrive under center
Also,
because they can make so many more. They can make so many more changes on the line
yeah.
as under center than shotgun.
Also, think about more of the college game necessarily, because
100%,
essentially,
100%.
essentially that is how the NFL is changing nowadays. You look at a lot of the air raid offenses like Texas Tech, no huddle spreads. I mean, Clemson even did or Oregon or
I think
Arizona. Every
Baker
team.
never even ran under center till pro.
That's fair
Like-
too, yeah. So it's just how it is. They're kind of transitioning what the college is producing and kind of putting it into the limelight right now. The more traditional set is definitely under center to have either just one running back or a fullback running back combo behind you to try to pound it into the ground and get the easy yardage, or whether it be now the 5 wide receiver set where you're trying to do quick passes up the middle or deep bombs up there. That's just how it is.
It also, just in its most basic form, gives the quarterback more time and more view of what's going on.
Easier to grasp the entire defense from a basic standpoint in shotgun than it is to make the altercations at the line. Agreed with you.
Yeah,
Bueno,
it is also not necessarily a good look to draft a running back who is in that type of system, unless you are working
Kenyon Drake.
with a quarterback that likes to go dump passes down the middle for easy yardage. That's just how it is.
I don't know if you can trash on Hooper, though. Stefanski's offense utilizes 2 tight end sets a good bit. Again, it's not so much for me with the Hooper thing. It's not so much the Browns. It's not so much Baker. It's that I believe Hooper was overused in a Falcons system that was air raid. So it's not. For once in my life, I'm not shitting on the Browns, Bueno.
My reason with that too, Bueno, in all seriousness, like the
Screw the
reason
Browns.
Stefanski's offense is the reason I'm buying high on Nick Chubb this year, just because of how well.
Concussion.
Yeah, just because of
He'll
how.
be the starter.
Just because of how well Dalvin Cook played last year behind that offense and just how much they relied on him, that's the reason I'm buying high on him. With regards to the 2 tight end set, Kyle Rudolph and Irv Smith, like, they were good. Kyle Rudolph never went off, though. Kyle Rudolph should have been, like, an all-pro tight end, at least for the last 3 years, and he just kind of underachieved so much. And you're high on Irv Smith this year, too.
So my 3 sleepers, and then we'll jump over.
Yeah, I just want to, Bueno, that was a really good comment to bring into it. I like that a lot. So
Hey, douchebag. Just Bueno. Not you. You're not a douche. 3 sleepers, I like. Jack Doyle, who is much farther down this list. And if you scroll up a little bit, actually, Josh, you can see their ADPs as well. Keep going. A little bit of... Oh, there he was. So, a little bit of spoilers. Jack Doyle being drafted at the 14-2. That means 14th round, second pick. Phillip Rivers likes his tight ends, guys.
Damn
Hunter
right
Henry
he
had
does.
big
Sure
time.
does.
And Jack Doyle has always been productive, except for what? Last year with Eric Ebron. Guess who's not there anymore? Eric Ebron.
Ebron.
Big Jack Doyle guy. Don't have to worry about drafting him early. Next guy that I really like in the sleeper category, if you scroll up a little bit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. Is Mike Gesicki. And if you would read...
Yeah, what's up, Penn State?
Josh, can you do me a favor and read the first sentence?
Yeah, hang on a sec.
You're fine.
I normally hate on Penn State guys. Josh, Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, Josh says. Yes. Konseski has solidified himself as a potential stud in Miami.
Yeah. So, Allen Robinson, I'm not high on in my rankings. Chris Godwin, I am notoriously burnt upon. Josh Elsas?
Forever.
Shit on every week. Big anti-Penn State guy, but guess what? Gesicki will be a security blanket for either Tua or Ryan Fitzpatrick. And then if we get to my last guy, who
Hang
is
on a
not...
sec.
You're fine. Take
He
it.
just
Oh, yeah,
has
keep going,
to-
keep going. No, you're
Look
good.
at that championship right there.
He just
Where's the
got
ring?
That guy in the middle of the
Where's
Penn
the ring?
State hockey.
Yeah.
Oh, it's in my safe.
Oh.
And then the last sleeper I have, who is not draftable. Not draftable. Irv Smith. Irv Smith Jr. is a flyer watch, guys. He will 100% take over for Kyle Rudolph, who has been, before last year, a 10-plus point a year guy in the Vikings offense. I know Stefanski's not there anymore, but I love the potential of an Irv Smith Jr. Take us away, Josh.
Okay. So,
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
go to the bathroom.
Deal.
We're going to get some more beer. We're going to bring in the Rank King. And we're going to talk new metal bands. We're going to do a new best new metal band draft. And then Austin is going to grade our drafts against what he believes, through the rankings, are the top 10 new metal bands of all time. So
We're seriously going to trust his opinion on that?
we're going to have to.
Oh.
So Google new metal bands during the break, but basically imagine like Korn, Godsmack, Slipknot, that kind of stuff.
Basically, yeah.
So we'll be right back after this commercial break.
Stay tuned, folks.
I like pizza. Do you like pizza?
When the moon heats your eyes like a big pizza pie.
We've let it coagulate. Show Greg. King of coagulation there.
Coagulation is key.
Homemade Greek ranch.
Do you like watching people eat pizza? Help me, because I'm on the quest to find the best pizza in Pittsburgh.
Hand-forged pizza.
Bit of Vici. That's amore.
Make sure you're sending in your recommendations for the best pizza in Pittsburgh, because I'm going to go, I'm going to try it, I'm going to hold it to my standards.
It's the aftertaste is the barf. Is where the barf comes
Oh, yeah.
I agree. It's bomb pizza.
Can your favorite pizza place pass the test? Find out.
We're calling it the Idiot Hour. Hey, Denny Hamlin, new NASCAR fan here.
You really gotta blow.
He wears the skull of his dead mother. And then when he finally copes with the death of his mother,
He becomes his
he
mother.
becomes Marowak.
Correction, Ovi is the greatest offensive talent we've ever seen.
I am E.
You dumbass. Raise mine or am I crazy?
We are live.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my cousin. Austin, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Stand up. You know what I'm going for. Well, so I can see
Yes.
what's on.
Jesus, man. Put it in the
I know.
frame.
King of the rankings, Austin Moorhead. My cousin is Austin. Austin is the rank king. The ranking is my cousin. Austin,
What's going on, guys?
first off, thank you for buying merch and supporting Thoughts on the Bench. Second off, what do you got for us tonight, buddy?
All right, man. We
Oh,
have.
Wait, time out. Can you show Greg that hat? You didn't act. He didn't.
Oh, I
The last time you were on, we were having big glitch issues.
Ooh.
So the last time you wore that, we were having the big glitch issues, and I remember I said something to him, but it wasn't working. So I love that hat.
Majin Buu hat. I love it. I love
Very
it,
much
man.
appreciate it, man. I
Love it.
love me my Dragon Ball Z merch. I really do.
Yeah.
All right, what do you got for us, buddy?
All right, man. I believe that we had a draft to start out with.
That's
Ooh.
correct.
So,
Ooh.
Josh, if you want to give that a spin
I feel like
and tell what the draft is. to
Yeah.
start.
So we're going to draft new metal bands. So
New metal bands.
who we think are the best new metal bands. And Derek, I mean new metal bands, okay?
Heard that?
Yes.
Okay.
Emphasis. New
metal bands. Okay. So
You gotta tell me twice, bud.
Making
We-
sure you're aware.
he knows all about the new metal bands, is from what I understand. So we are going to draft new metal bands, and then Austin is going to give us points by how many we get in his ranking.
Ooh.
But Austin's also drafting, and he did the ranking.
Can we confirm if his list is actually new metal?
I can confirm that the list is new metal.
Okay. Making sure we are aware of that.
Okay. So, waiting for my TV QB to be on the Rank Kings list. I don't know what that means. Natty?
Natty, TV QBs, I would assume television quarterbacks, in which case it would be
I would assume movies are included in this.
Steamin' Willie Beeman, buddy.
Yes.
I mean, come on now. You gonna tell me Shane Falco got anything on Willie Beeman? No. One got replaced by actual NFL players, and the other one's Willie Beeman.
Shea Falco actually, low-key, Keanu Reeves actually did try out with the Ravens after that movie appearance.
Already should have. Keanu Reeves is
Absolutely.
awesome.
I mean, Keanu Reeves is amazing.
Okay. So, Austin, you are first up, my friend.
We are first up, boys. When it comes to new metal, in my mind, there are a couple bands that always.
That sentence just, I'm sorry, it was really funny. to
Josh,
me.
can you just write it?
Yeah, but.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Like I have a guess of Austin's, so just write it in, and then Austin can give us his number one.
You want me to?
Never mind, Austin. You keep going. I'll
Okay.
explain.
Okay. All right.
So, when it comes to
broke
new metal,
Josh.
there's obviously a couple of
Sorry.
bands that many think of. There is not one that I think of more than a band that I saw live that I hold dear to my heart as being one of the best new metal bands around.
Dance, Gavin, dance.
And you just have to.
I said write it. Did I not say write it? That's what I
That's what you meant.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I dropped the ball on that.
No, boys. This is Slipknot.
That's the one I just mouthed about 500 times. Well, joke's on you, Austin, because I'm going to Google Slipknot,
Oh no.
and I'm going to tell you one
Is
thing.
there a website that is this band new metal? I'm Googling now.
Is this new metal? Oh,
Wow.
I really,
What was the? Is this?
Is this
punk?
emo?
Is the-
emo.
is this
Wow.
emo?
Austin, you took
Oh.
a hit that day, brother.
Oh, that was so great.
No, I don't.
I
see
think there was
that,
only like one
unfortunately.
band that actually was considered emo.
Yeah. All right. What's up, Derek?
So, I hate the internet.
Mhm.
Is it KNOT?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was like not slipping. So, Austin, I have a question for you.
Oh.
When you think of new metal, you think of Slipknot.
And so as one of the major.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they were founded in 1995.
Uh-huh.
When I think of new metal,
Yes.
I think of bands founded in the year 2020. I will go with Marissa and the Moths, a UK grunge alternative rock band founded in 2020 during the global pandemic.
Yes.
What's more new than this year?
Absolutely can agree with that. 100%.
What do you got to say for yourself, Austin?
I'm a little stunned.
Ooh, it's November of 2019. Apologies. But still, 2019 is more new than 1995.
I guess you would say it's newer in that sense. So
Well, no, new.
It new.
What the hell happened?
We
There
we
go.
we put emphasis on new, Moorhead.
2019, boys. Eat your heart out. What up, Death to Privilege?
All right.
Yes, that is what we're saying. New metal.
But it's new metal. Yeah, new metal.
New metal.
I can't hear?
New metal.
New metal.
They're going with new metal.
Sub to the channel, Death to Privilege.
Sub to the channel, Depth to Privilege. In my mind, there is only one.
Hoffright said perfect year for metal music.
Particularly any kind of Swedish death metal music.
More
Big
than
Swedish
likely.
death metal guy.
Yeah, big.
Yeah, you are a big Swedish death metal guy.
That was worse than my Joe Namath pick. It was definitely
man.
not.
All right. My
2019, Austin.
my number one is the one and only new metal band. The one that kicked it all off is Linkin Park.
Ah, gotta love it.
Okay, just fun fact.
Yeah.
Linkin Park.
And you're spelling Link.
Yeah, Lincoln Park band date.
2 points for spelling Linkin Park right without looking it up. Thank you.
Founded in 1996.
Mhm.
Not that new.
Not that new.
The way you spelled it.
In
that's
fact,
Waterboy quarterback.
in fact, will never be new Linkin Park again because they will be incomplete.
Well, there is another band that I may draft that is incomplete. So look alive.
but, okay. All right.
They're pretty new. You might not have heard of them yet.
Pretty fucking new. Jesus Christ.
Austin, are you muted or are you just not?
No, I'm just stunned.
Okay. Yeah. Well, when you have the first overall pick and you drop it that hard, 1995, I would be stunned too, buddy.
Oh shit. Oh, Greg, your first pick.
All right, I'm going with a band that has brought us many, many classics.
Can't wait for this shit. Pick.
Something like My Way, like Crack Addict,
Yeah.
like Build a Bridge, like
yes.
Rollin'. Give me Fred Durst and his band Limp Bizkit. Gotta love that.
Is that it?
No, Bizkit.
Even I got that
okay.
one right.
You were close. I'll give you credit for that. You were close.
Okay. Wow.
Well,
Arguably worse than Austin's pick. Limp Bizkit was founded in 1994.
Yeah. I'm
two.
I'm an older dude, man.
Austin, weren't you born that year?
1994. Yep.
Yeah. Pretty new, Greg.
Very, very new indeed.
you're back up for two here.
All right.
Or for one more.
Good luck digging yourself out of that hole.
Yeah, really. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be really. You know what? This is gonna be really, really tough. For me, I'm gonna go with the next band just off the top of my head.
Okay.
You know what?
Lay it on me.
I'm gonna go with it's 3 letters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, give me P
Uh-huh.
O
Uh-huh.
D.
For the record, I googled him. I was wrong.
Him is a 3-letter band.
It is.
yeah,
It
does
is.
clarify as new metal.
Checks out.
I give you points.
I love that.
Checks out.
Wow.
1992. I was born that year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't that new. Are there actually 20 metal bands? Wow.
There
Well,
are
there are
new
new metal bands.
20 of them. Yeah. All right.
Shit if I know, Hop.
Mine goes by an acronym normally, but
Is it
let me
him?
just say they're trying to take down the system.
Oh.
System
Oh,
of
bravo.
down.
Bravo.
What's the acronym?
SOAD.
That's not an acronym.
SOD.
No one says SOD. Isn't an acronym like
You
scuba?
don't even know what new metal means.
Isn't an acronym
You're
scuba?
drafting like teenagers in high school for a genre that existed 20 years ago.
Isn't it sad that I'm winning?
It is.
Isn't an acronym like scuba? Underwater breathing apparatus? No one says SOAD. No one says
Yes, they
SOUD.
do. All right.
No one says
Just
SOUD.
make your
Also,
pick.
fun fact,
Just make your pick.
1994. So,
Yeah, no shit.
don't you look like an idiot.
God, we're old as fuck.
I would like to, I'm aging myself with this one.
Yeah. Naturally.
In 2008,
Yeah.
the artist Beatrice Laus
Okay.
released a song under her name, Bay Ba Doobie, spelled Beabadoobee. Beta Boobie.
Baby booty.
Beta Doobie Doobie. No, Beabadoobee. 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 Beta Booday. Beabadoobee. Beta Boodibee. Josh,
I'm trying.
Josh, can they see you're Googling?
No. Thank
This
God.
is the worst thing I've ever been a part of. Beabadoobee. Please put up your URL on live. Hold on. In other words, 90s were shit. The 90s were shit, Chip. Because Chip, also, we named things in the bottom left corner of your chat called Chip Chips, and you can make us do things. All right, the name is Beabadoobee. Beatabooby.
Oh, it's all one.
This year I'm gonna teach.
Oh no, wait, we
Oh.
can't
Can't
play
do
that.
that.
Can't play that. All right,
Can't
I
play
muted it. I muted it.
Wasn't that
I
a
muted
Kanye
it. I
song?
muted
No,
it.
Kanye was Bee Boo Boo Bop, Boo Boo Bee, Boo Boo Bee Bop.
Oh, I thought it was
Which was also
beep.
played in
Let's just get-
SpongeBob.
I
Oh,
gotta
I
get
thought it
through
was
this
beep boop
commercial
boop
here.
bop bop beep boop bop.
Ah, yeah.
Oh,
Wally
okay.
Wally Woom Bang. Her name is Beabadoobee.
Here she is. Look.
Bada Dubé.
Wow.
That is new.
Yes,
2019. She was born in the year 2000. What up?
Wow. If that's not new metal, I don't know what is.
Me neither.
Wow.
Yeah.
Me neither,
Wait a
Lee.
minute.
Yeah. How do you feel about 2 of your picks getting stolen on the rap, Austin?
I don't know, man. I guess I'll have to counter it since I'm up, right?
Hang on a second. I'm still trying to spell.
Yeah, I broke the show.
Spell
Beabadoobee. Beabadoobee. Beabadoobee.
No, man.
Beabadoobee.
There you
Beabadoobee.
All
go.
right.
Beabadoobee.
Beataboo.
Da-doobie-doobie.
No, man. You're thinking of beep boop 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 bop.
No, it's beep beep boop beep boop boop boop.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right, Austin. You're up for 2.
Beabadoobee. Beabadoobee.
We are going with. Surprised that this one is still sitting here, but we're going with for my second pick. We're going with corn. I don't know how this fell to me.
I can't make a backwards R. It won't let me. So
Just
gotta
deal
put
with
that
it.
out
Just
there now.
deal with it.
1993.
Chipster, yeah, I have 2,500 saving up for Greg to run past Hot Chick's house naked.
Chipper. All right, yeah, guys. If we all combine our chips,
Strong. It's Skelp says. Which Greg? Can we clarify?
Yeah, actually, to be fair, Death But to Privilege knows which house it is, so maybe we make it him with the Taco Bell.
Maybe we make it the other Greg.
What is the
On a
conversion
bicycle.
rate of Chip Chips to Stanley coins?
Well,
Or Stanley Nickels.
Stanley coins.
Chip Chips to Stanley Nickels. The same as, was it rainbows coming out of my ass? No,
What's
rainbows
this?
to unicorns.
Leprechauns
Or
to
leprechauns to unicorns.
unicorns.
Leprechauns to unicorns.
The same exchange
All right.
rate as leprechauns to unicorns.
What's your wrap around there? 1994 man or 2 man?
Wraparound is going to be, let's go with Mudvayne. Big Mudvayne guy.
I before E except after C doesn't make sense in the word vein, right?
It does not. None whatsoever.
Oh, there's a Y.
Oh, dude. So
There's a
here's-
book called Mudvayne.
Here's a really fun little factoid. Josh spelling new metal bands generally works out because they just throw random letters in there that do not belong in the normal word.
You know what else doesn't belong, Josh? A
Mudvayne?
band from 1996 in
Yeah.
this draft.
Yeah, it's not new metal. You're right.
This is the easiest draft of my life.
Yeah,
It really
you're
is.
just well.
No, the
Rock.
Yeah, the Rock one.
The Rock was the easiest
Every
draft.
draft is the easiest draft of my life. Shouldn't
That's
Chip get
true.
unlimited chip chips because chip chips are chip? No, chips. Hold on.
No, you have
No.
to read that whole thing.
Chip, we can transfer chip our chips. Yes, you can transfer chip your chip chips. Now, on the shouldn't Chip get unlimited chips because chips are chips.
Yes.
Here's my counter to that. No. Thank you for your ask.
Thank you for asking.
Feel free to donate.
Yes. All right.
Bits.
Please
if you
donate.
buy bits, you can donate, and we will use that as currency to buy beer for the show.
Yep.
You can also sub to the channel, which means you will get awesome stuff as well.
We will even give them choice of the beer.
I do like
Maybe
the
not.
idea, though, of all the
Maybe.
viewers like banding together to give Chip total control of
Yeah.
the show.
Here's what I'll say.
I do like that idea.
I will try to find the conversion rate from chip to chips.
Yes. Thank
And
you.
we'll figure it out. All right, so I'm up.
Yeah.
An English alternative pop duo
Yes.
formed
Naturally.
in 2018,
very new.
comprising 2 members, Charlie Brown and Jules Konachesny.
Okay.
Their debut single released April 10th, 2018. The band
Wow.
is Apre, A-P-R-E. 2 years old. Maybe not that new.
Maybe not.
Newer than 1994. Hydrate, Death to Privilege says.
Cheers.
I do like that they are a total capital letters band. That, despite the fact that it may not be new metal, is very new metal to have.
I would say 2018 is new.
That's fair. I can't confirm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the new iPhone came out in 2019,
Yeah.
but the one before that was new.
You're so right.
Yeah.
What an idiot
Thank you.
I am.
I would agree.
Okay. All right.
Good luck with your pick.
Yeah, right. Oh, I mean, it's wide open here, and there's a guy who maybe invented the genre if Linkin Park didn't. Give me the one and only gender-bending Marilyn Manson.
The original gender bender. You could go with that, actually.
So the beautiful people are very excited about that pick.
Now, I have a question.
Yes.
What? I think your entire draft is just to make me laugh. Every week, you're like, how can I make Josh totally break during the draft?
Sorry that you understand good humor, but
Yeah.
that's not my fault. I put a lot of effort into being funny.
I can't confirm. On the drive here, he really went over the notes to be able to figure out, okay, how do I get Josh to break this time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's very extensive.
we need to make a
I also
counter.
gave you an upper decker downstairs, so whichever one breaks you first is totally fine.
That's incredible.
Marilyn Manson was born in 1969. So that actually is,
Old metal.
well, super old metal, but the number 69, because I'm a child, is hilarious.
Yes.
Chip says, good answer. I will have all your asses running naked past the hot chick's house. All right. Guys, if you could all do me a favor and chip in your chips to Chip, and we will give Chip all the chips so that his chips
Yes.
make Greg streak past the hot girl's house.
Oh,
Right.
God help me.
And if you give me a chip, I will videotape it.
You're up for 2, Greg Malik.
All right. First of all, there is nothing wrong with me. Just gonna throw that out there.
Okay.
And still,
Is it about your pick, or what do you mean?
no, there's just nothing wrong with me. Give me Drowning Pool.
Oh,
You were setting up a pick.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was.
I dig it.
2.
Yes, I was.
Nothing wrong with him.
No.
3.
Nothing wrong with me.
Not a damn thing.
Nope.
Well, I mean, okay, I'm not going to be the bearer of bad news. There's one thing wrong with you.
1998.
In 1996.
Oh!
Even not newer than 98.
1. Oh, Brody got up for that one. I do need to set up the Brody cam, which can also double as the push-up cam.
There is
That'd be
a
good.
there's a chip thing that is feed the dog. So I didn't add it for the sole purpose that I didn't want to put pressure on a Brody cam this episode, but we'll
have it next week, and we'll have little treats.
Also,
treats
to be
for
fair,
Brody.
guys, I said I'm pretty sure. I'll run the tape. Pretty sure that I said donating $100 is for Greg to streak. I didn't
Oh.
put that on the chips.
Yeah.
But here's what I'm gonna say: if you guys give me 1,000,000 chips, I will hold Greg naked as we run down the alley.
Actually, if you give us $2,500, both of us will put Greg on our shoulders and run down the alley naked.
I mean, I'm not putting a naked Greg on my shoulder.
You will for $2,500.
I don't know. He's packing heat. What's your next pick, Greg? They don't call him Greg the Leg for nothing.
You're damn right.
Greg the Leg.
We really got Josh on that one,
I'm
huh?
gonna lick these nuts is what he says when he's mad at you. Greg the Leg.
Can't confirm. And it's very rare I'm mad, too. I'm just going to throw it out there.
Yeah, if you wonder why Greg always wins sack races. Don't even gotta say the punchline.
Nope. No whatsoever.
I can hear you all laughing at home.
Damn right.
What up, Natty? Redeem to make push-ups, son of a bitch.
God damn it.
Yes!
You too, Austin.
Wait, it's me. It's me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No.
What?
You don't have to do these ones.
Okay.
So it says push-ups / sit-ups.
Yeah.
Yes.
For this next one, we get to decide if we want push-ups or sit-ups.
Okay.
Austin has to do them. Josh, you are exempt from these.
Oh.
For the sole purpose that I want the content to be recorded.
Okay. Well, here's the conundrum I'm in. I don't know how to put you and Austin on screen at the same time.
No, you leave this exact thing. If you show me and Greg,
okay,
we'll figure it out.
Austin, you're gonna have to
do them
put
on your bed.
Computer on the ground or something.
All right. So we doing push-ups or sit-ups? Are we choosing what we're doing? Oh, let's do sit-ups.
This is electric television.
Winner. Good job, Austin. Oh, watching Austin just in his bed.
Yeah.
All right, now we gotta hydrate, boys.
Austin, well done.
Natty says hydrate while you push up. Good job, Austin.
That was more sit-ups than I've done in a long time.
Welcome to Twitch, buddy. Greg, what's your next pick?
All right. My next pick is one of the few and possibly the only band name that I remember that is of a bodily function.
Oh, interesting
Yeah.
decision.
Oh.
Give me Saliva.
Ooh,
Yeah.
interesting.
That's a deep cut. I like
Saliva is a phenomenal deep cut. Also played WrestleMania 18, if I remember correctly.
1996.
Mm-hmm. Damn right.
Okay, I'm back. I think my final pick will be there. So let's go with arguably the most successful post-nu metal band, as in they survived the genre, Disturbed.
Oh, great pick.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Derek.
1 second, please.
Okay. What 12-year-olds playing in their mother's basement have you found?
1 second, please.
I know.
He has to take some time.
Disturbed was founded in 1994.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Yeah. My next pick.
Yeah.
It's a stretch. But they are from Sweden.
Well,
Give me Bombus, founded in 2013. Bombus. Bombus. You spelled everything wrong. Bombus. B-U-S.
One less E in Sweden.
There you go. Bombus. The heavy metal band from Gothenburg.
Gothenburg.
2008.
It does say that. It's okay.
Have you been to Gothenburg, just out of curiosity?
To be fair, none of you guys are even close to me, so I can toss out a Swedish band. And no, I've been to Stockholm and Norrtälje. That was the name of the town I lived in.
Okay. Austin, you're up for your last two here, bud.
Yep. So, I am going to go with one that we don't think maybe.
Thanks, Natty.
Like their newer stuff probably isn't really new metal, but their old stuff, what they started, definitely is.
I definitely have a girl in Sweden that I'm still in love with, Natty, so we can work that out. And maybe if you donate a couple bits or something, we'll message her on Instagram and make a fool out of me, and we'll figure it out. But I love you, Natty. But Austin's up now, so I don't want to take over the show. So Austin's, hold on. It's too late. You already took over the show. Hold on, Josh. Austin's up. Don't be a dick. What's up, Austin? Sorry,
Austin,
about that.
keep going, man.
Yeah, don't screw Josh.
Little weird ass ASMR segment there, but
Yeah, Josh, you freaking weird ass.
Oh, we should have put ASMR and put that under Twitch too.
Don't sleep on my fifth pick.
Last one or fourth one is Papa Roach.
Ooh, they're like right at the end of that too.
Yep. And finally, let's go with.
There are two P's in Papa Roach.
No.
You're definitely you're Papa, not Popa.
Well, there you go. All right, sorry, Austin. Last one.
PA.
You're good. Last one. Let's
PA.
go with Godsmack.
PA.
Okay.
What are you talking about?
PA.
Ah, thank you.
Yes. I wasn't saying that. Yeah.
I was very
well,
confused.
that was
Oh,
the
that's
that
not
was
it.
the P.
That's not it. Oh.
Yeah. There you go.
Hey, the Papa Roach. No, Austin, Godsmack, great new metal band. Bad Religion's one of my favorite songs of all time.
I will say yes. Good song. Good band. But I am done, so now it is time for the rest of you to make your decisions.
You know what?
No, please inform me.
Natty, wow, with the 500 bits.
Wow.
My guy, I love you, Natty.
Thanks,
you,
Natty.
brother.
Appreciate it.
You're the man. You know, Austin, there comes a time. We discussed this. If you allow mercy rule in professional sports, the teams that are getting beat will never learn.
Are you implying that to me right now?
All three of you.
All three of us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Drastically old
Yeah.
is how I'll word it.
We are.
I mean,
New.
Godsmack might be the oldest band on here. Them or Disturbed would be, at this point, would be my guess.
Yeah, so, yes. Also, just terrible picks. So, born in... Hold on one sec. I got to pull up his stat card. Don't look at it.
Sorry.
Born in... I don't want his official website. I had this.
Oh,
there it is. Okay. Found. March 2018.
Yeah.
Born in 2007-8, which seems hilariously inaccurate for Wikipedia.
Yes.
Must have been a
Age
leap
12
year.
or 13. The yodeler, Mason Ramsey.
Oh.
Wow.
Electric pick to end your draft. Electric pick.
Imagine taking Vince Vaughn and a comedy actor in the last round.
God damn.
Imagine, Austin, can you imagine imagining? Because that's what this pick is. It's imagining. Sleeper.
Absolute sleeper.
Mm-hmm.
You got me. I mean,
Watch this, Austin. Mic drop.
All right. Wow, jeez.
Good luck, dinguses.
My last pick is my favorite band of all time.
Liverpool sucks. Never comment that from the Thoughts on the Bench account ever.
Incubus.
Ah, bravo.
Oh, that's a good one, Josh.
Incubus. Fun fact.
1995, because the first Fungus Among Us was 96.
I feel like it's 1991.
Wow.
91.
Oh, this band
28
so
years
far.
old. Yeah, great pick.
The old guy picks the old bands, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, and he lost.
Last pick of the draft, Gregory.
Man, you know what? After that Mason Ramsey pick, I feel a little dead. So someone's gonna have to bring me back to life.
If I'm gonna be
in Hollywood?
What?
In Hollywood?
Wait, if this is them, he wins. Except for my draft, he gets second.
You
If
know
this is
what? Yeah, I'm actually gonna stay in Hollywood. In Hollywood, you're gonna have to do it, cause I'm going Hollywood Undead. Boy,
Greg just won second in this draft with that pick.
Let's go.
Hollywood Undead. I listen to them.
And we know you don't listen to anything old.
Well, okay, 2009 for Bombas was I get it. But I listen to Hollywood Undead.
Mm-hmm.
They are an amazing rap rock group that lights up every stage they're on.
Never got their just due.
Thank you, brother.
Never got their just due.
No, they are pretty great.
They were Slipknot, but better.
Wow.
Hold on a second there.
Well, they actually made like music.
Wow.
They weren't just like a shit show. They like made actual songs, Austin.
Ooh, damn.
I'm like sort of steamed, but I'm not. Like, I don't know.
Well, yeah, Hollywood Undead is Slipknot for people that actually enjoy music.
Wow.
God damn.
Wow.
Ooh,
Hot take is a great way to put that.
God damn, man.
Jalapeno take, maybe. All right, so here's how we're going to do this now.
I mean, System of a Down is Linkin Park for people that hate music, so I don't really get the understanding there.
Oh my god.
And POD is just arguably the best band on this draft. It just doesn't make sense that they're in new metal.
So
1996 looking ass.
for every one that shows up on the ranking, you get a point. Okay? So here's the list. You can see them now, and I'll jump back and forth after every ranking. So we're going to jump
I know my team. Thank you.
to the ranking. Austin. Oh, Jesus,
Yes.
Greg, you're lost there. There we go. Sorry. No, not your fault. It's on me. Go ahead and start your ranking.
All right.
Put your goddamn phone down.
I'm putting in, make sure I got it
Put
right.
that bow tie behind you on.
Jesus Christ. We're being professional
Put the
here.
Santa tie on. That is a nice tie.
Yeah, it is.
All right. So,
Yeah.
starting off, number 10,
Yep.
we have POD.
Oh, 1 point for Greg off the drop here.
Let's go.
1994.
POD at 10. We now move on.
Hi, and Jackie.
There's another human in there. Came out of left field.
Hi, and Jackie.
I hope she walked in when you were doing sit-ups. I really hope so.
So, that was Bree, actually. So,
Aw, hi, Bree.
Aw.
so
Oh,
Ask her what a
Jesus.
new band looks like.
oh. Oh man, you guys. Number 9,
Yeah.
Mudvayne.
Is that another
Man.
one? Oh, that's a point for Austin,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, okay.
He did that on purpose, asshole.
Point for Austin.
On purpose, if you just know what the damn thing is.
Josh,
so.
you spelled new wrong.
You totally cheated the system on your part then, if that's the case.
Derek,
Yeah.
that's the genre.
Josh, you spelled new wrong.
No,
you
no,
moron.
hey, bud.
You idiot.
No, it's
You
NU
incompetent
metal.
Juggermuffin.
I think you misunderstood what new metal means during the draft. It's not the newest band. It's a genre called new metal that took over in the late 90s and early 2000s.
Kind of like how Austin is the ranking, but the rankings are always wrong. It's like a pun.
Something like that.
Yeah,
yes.
like the shirt hold up. The shirt hold up is all time.
Oh,
I love it.
God.
Oh, I love it, Austin.
Yeah, we're clipping that.
Oh, that shirt looks so good. All right, let's keep going.
All right.
Good job, Austin.
POD, are they like the thirst store version of the Black Eyed Peas? Pretty
Wow.
much.
God.
Thirst store version of the Black Eyed
Rock
Peas.
music for that don't like rock. It's rap music for people that don't like rap.
Oh my God. All right, number 8, guys. We are going with Static X.
Yeah, you can push it. I don't think
Who was
anybody
not
had Static
drafted.
X. Yeah.
Because they're old as fuck.
Static X is pretty fucking sweet, though. Wisconsin Death Trip, one of my favorite albums of all
Guy
time.
looks like a Slim Jim.
He is a Slim Jim. And dead, so you fucking better put some respect on his name.
Looks like a dead Slim Jim.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
A lot of shit going.
Hitler looks like a dead jackass. I mean, am I not allowed to talk? I mean,
That's very fair.
You know, Chip is a big Black Eyed Peas guy there, Natty.
whoa, Natty. Chip's the biggest Black Eyed Peas guys if you watch my Instagram story.
You don't mess with Black Eyed Peas with Chip on the pro.
I think he was actually talking about how much he loves POD.
Next pick, Austin. Or next
I was gonna
ranking.
say.
Wow, Natty.
7.
We lost Austin.
Damn.
I have an idea. I have an idea.
Connection.
7
dropped.
is
Deftones.
Be Do Bobby.
I don't think so, bud.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's back. Hey, Austin.
Austin, 7 was Be Do Bobby.
All right. Am I back? 7
Yeah, you're fine.
is Deftones.
Wait, Austin,
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Are you wearing pants? Can you take those off? I think they're something to do with the Twitch channel. Just take your and then go streaking. Take your laptop and run around.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not an OnlyFans, Josh. I had an end goal.
So we got 7. We're good.
Yeah, 7 was in.
Okay.
Nobody
6.
had 7, though. Nobody had the Deftones, which is
Nope.
probably not great for us.
He likes POD, Natty.
Go ahead, bud.
Number 6 was, and I know Greg said, you cheated the system. No, I just know that this is new metal. 6 is Papa Roach.
Oh, screw you.
Another point to Austin.
Screw you.
I would like to make the ranking next week and then make a game about it.
Sure.
Thank you. Where I get the first 10 picks.
Yeah.
Papa Roach is an amazing band, and a band that does not get enough credit for crossing through 3 decades and having a hit in every decade.
4 genres.
No, that is very true. Saw
So-
them when I was in high school, and I saw them 2 years ago as well.
Right.
So, yeah.
So they're
I
pretty
get it.
awesome. But so that's number 6. Number 5, Austin.
Number 5, let's go with, and I know many of you are going to be like, ugh.
I hit it early. I'm
Hear
sorry.
me
My
out.
God, what is wrong with you?
Number 5 is Linkin Park.
The fuck is wrong with you?
So my first overall pick and the inventors of the genre are number 5. Now, I can understand you're going to say, well, the number 1 did it better. But, Austin, this band is bigger than new metal. It's bigger than me and you. It's one of the most important bands
this
to
one
come
also.
out in a really long time. It defined a generation, the millennial generation. If you put on Hybrid Theory, every fucking person knows the word to every fucking song.
Yes. And
Josh, who made the phone?
Alexander Graham Bell.
Alexander Graham Bell, thank you. Who
1 for 1. Here we go.
who made the phone popular?
AT&T.
Apple. Apple made the phone a vital part of our need
How
to
do you
just
go from A to B there?
Alexander and Apple both start with an A. It's A.
Oh, yeah.
It's apples to apples, buddy. Look alive.
Literally apples to apples.
Sometimes the guy that invents the thing isn't the one popular for it.
Yes, yeah, that's a great point.
So I got you,
That's a
Austin.
great point.
My guy.
All right. Yeah.
I never got a chance to see Linkin Park live.
I never got a chance to see Alexander Graham Bell live.
I had. I had.
Does he do experiments on stage? And then the opening act is Ben Franklin flies a kite. Oh shit,
I'm gonna
it's a
move
stacked bill. Eli Whitney brought the cotton gin today, folks. It's gonna be a hell of a show. Holy fuck.
Well, I'm going to move
bet.
on before I break him even more.
You'd pay to see it.
Oh,
my
God.
Number 4,
Oh
guys.
my God! It's from the top rope. It's the car. Here it comes.
Number 4, if we're good.
Clip that. Clip that, Sculpts.
Oh, God.
We're good and ready. We're good and
He
ready.
did, he did.
Clip that, and then let's go.
4.
Poor Washington George Carver's just in the middle of the ring with a jar. Like, ah, shit.
Hey, man, don't mess with the peanut.
I just got peanut butter.
All right, number 4.
Allergic reaction.
The Jagamuffin.
Number 4 is Greg's number 1 pick in Limp Bizkit.
Thank you. Totally.
Biscuit rocks.
Totally go with
No
this,
doubt.
man.
Screw the guy in the fedora.
Yeah.
That guy looks like Derek Carr.
Yeah. Way to go, Josh. I don't know what I did. I'm not a new metal fan, but that Linkin Park collab with Jay-Z just slams.
Damn
That's
right it does.
absolutely
Big fan.
That
a collision course.
that made them even way more mainstream than they were. So yeah.
It's great.
Lincoln wrong.
Limp Bizkit's 4, Austin.
Yes.
I don't hate that, except for the fact that Linkin Park is 5. All right. So
Yeah.
next one.
Number 3 comes to us from one of Josh's picks,
Yeah. Here's the point.
and that is System of a Down.
Bravo.
I don't believe anyone's ever pronounced it Soed.
It's S-O-A-D, man. That's what they chant.
No, it's P-O-D.
No.
It's System of a Down and P-O-D.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. It is a 3-way tie. We all have 2 points except for Derek.
Okay, timeout.
What?
None of these damn bands were born before the 2000s. You're a guy from 69.
All right, Austin. Who's
All right.
number 2? Second greatest new metal band of all time. This better be
Come out
Disturbed.
this year.
Number 2 is Korn.
Oh.
Korn did a song with somebody else that I liked once.
Do you remember the song?
No.
Okay.
I got you.
Who had corn?
Whoa.
Somebody had corn.
Austin.
had corn.
Goddamn Moorhead.
Yeah, Austin knew the list. It's cheating.
Yeah, he really did.
Coming undone with it, lean with it, rock with it remix.
Oh.
Coming
okay.
undone, lean with it, rock with it. Lean
They
with
just
it,
did
rock
recently collabed with Yellow Wolf for a cover of Devil Went Down to Georgia.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
It's not that great.
Really?
They don't even fucking fiddle in it.
They look like they
the
drink a lot of
song's
Monster
based on a
Energy
fiddle.
drink.
Oh, they rip Monster Energy drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another
Like
one.
they're the demographic.
Especially the guy in the wife beater
Another
with
one.
the
They
Cheshire Cat tattoo.
Yeah. Or is that okay? I also thought those were the is it the Usos? Is that the Uso twins?
Yeah.
Yeah, right and
They,
left.
they cut their hair, but yeah.
Yeah, right in
Yeah.
right in
Jimmy
middle
and
left.
Jay Uso
Yeah.
in corn.
Right in middle left. Yeah.
Down
And
since
the-
day one ish.
The main guy's Marilyn Fatson, and the guy on the far left just is a Fast and Furious reject, and the guy in the back is white Snoop Dogg. Even though he may be black, it just looks like Snoop Dogg identically, but paler.
Greg Scalp says Limp Bizkit should have been number 1, rightfully so. I mean, they also did that song with Ice Cube. I'm assuming he's talking about Korn.
It was pretty fire up.
And it was pretty fire up. Okay.
Fire up.
Ask
Tighten
Greg,
up.
ask Greg how much longer he's been in Dungeons and Douchebags than I've been the ranking. We'll see what happens.
Wow.
What are you attacking me for, man?
No, he's talking about Greg Scalp.
Like, God damn.
Well, Greg Scalp actually,
He's
he
talking about
died.
Greg Scalp.
He died in Dungeons and
He
Douchebags.
died. He's a
yeah,
ghost.
he's dead to us.
yes.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
He was like one day. I'm like, I don't know, a year. I don't know. Maybe I know a little bit more about this. I don't know.
All right, is number 1 Tom Collins? Greg Scalp writes, Yo, Austin, what is the number 1 new metal band ever?
Number 1 is Slipknot, boys.
I push my fingers into my eyes every time Austin does a ranking.
Mm-hmm.
Austin,
I love it.
can I read some names you fucking missed, bud?
Yeah, go ahead.
Natty says Red Hot Chili Peppers.
No, that's
No.
wrong.
Oh, whoa. What year?
whoa,
What
whoa.
year? What year?
The 80s, bud.
Yeah, well, okay. They're so old that they made a comeback like Windbreakers.
Wow. All right.
I got you, Natty.
Okay. Evanescence.
That's a big one. Yep.
Flyleaf.
Flyleaf's on my list of guys he missed.
I saw them live. They're awesome.
Alien Ant Farm.
Yeah.
Puddle of Mud. OTEPT.
Would you put
Disturbed?
Would you put Stained?
Stained, absolutely.
Yeah.
Godsmack.
Nickelback.
Hollywood Undead, Nickelback, Incubus, Marilyn Manson, Rage Against the Machine, and 3 Days
Boxcar
Grace.
Racer.
That's pop punk.
Blink 182 with the Alkaline Trio singer.
Wow.
So,
Nailed
some
it.
big names that apparently I missed. However,
Apparently.
And apparently, I went on the Whirly Durl, and apparently, I had a lot of fun, and apparently, I'm on the news now. Do you know what that's from, Austin?
take a guess. I have no idea.
Are you telling me to take a guess? I did the reference.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yellow Card is pop punk, Natty.
Natty, I like your list better than any of these idiots.
So Austin wins 4 points to Austin, 0 to Derek's new metal
It's
band.
easy when you make the fucking list.
And Josh and Greg tie at 2 apiece.
Yeah.
If this was golf, I'd be up.
Hey, Derek.
What's up,
Off
douche?
the top of your head, can you name the top or name the Fab Five?
Yes.
Go for it.
Juwan Howard, Jimmy King, Jalen Rose, Chris Webber. He's fat. He had glasses. Jimmy King had like a gap between his teeth. Hold on. Look it up.
No.
No. I'm saying.
Oh, I'll look it up on my phone.
Yeah. Okay.
Didn't Jimmy King had like a fade or something?
No, Jimmy King had the gap between his teeth, and the other guy was pudgy and had glasses, and it was another guard type player, because Juwan ran the 4, and Chris Webber was obviously the 5 because he was the king.
Yeah.
Jimmy King.
Was Jalen the 1?
Jalen was the 2.
Okay.
Legit thought it was new metal. I'm with
Fab
you, Deke.
5,
Thanks,
and then it brought up Queer Eye Season 5. So that's
Jesus
fun.
Christ. It's something very. Oh man, it's something very basic. No, the Fab. Oh, Natty, Ray Jackson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I always think of Reggie Jackson.
No.
But it is in reference to my really cool Michigan hat that I made my freshman year.
5-Finger Death Punch Hopper definitely falls in that new metal category. Maybe even post-hardcore, to be honest. But yeah.
What about
Live?
Borgore?
Live was a 90s band.
Borgore?
Chipster.
Dave Matthews Band and Live are lit.
Live, I mean, I love Live, but I don't think they're new metal. I think that is very much in the grunge genre.
Wait, do you love Live or do you live love?
Reminds me of that night. Go lay me down into your home. God enough true. That's Live also.
And that guy sang lead in Jesus Christ Superstar the Musical.
Who? The
You.
lead singer Alive? Because
No.
I was in Godspell, motherlucker.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
I fucked that up.
Man!
I messed up our own on-running joke.
Man!
All right. Josh fucked up, so we're going to end the show. Thank you, guys. No, we really do appreciate it, guys. Again, just to run over some quick things before we shut down, if you hit the chips in the bottom corner of the chat, you can make us do shit during the show, as well as subbing. Subbing will get you emotes that we are making this week, hopefully with Josh's face on them, because that was requested, Josh, so we have to.
We have to.
Subbing, hydrate. Thank you, Natty.
I'm out of beer.
I just finished
That's
my
a
beer
good thing.
too.
Natty is redeeming hydrate a lot. We will shotgun beers after for you,
Oh,
Natty. But
God.
guys, the whole part, Natty.
Goddamn
cut the
Natty.
shit. Natty, if you save your coins for Chip, you can make Greg streak.
Buy a hot girl's house.
No, but we're gonna go knock on her door. The whole point of this, guys, is to become more engaging with you as our audience. I think this is a much better step. Sub up. The more we do with stuff, the better we are. We were able to reach affiliate in 2 weeks, which normally takes over a month to get. Yeah. Reason being because of you guys switching over to the platform with us. I mean, look at this video. Look at this. Do you see how good that video is?
It literally glitched when you hit it.
I know. That was
I know.
There it is. It glitched so bad when I went to do it the first time. Guys, we love this. We love being engaged with you. Chips, make it fun. There are also tiers. The tiers are sub tier 1, you are now a member of the Greg Malik fan club. Sub tier 2, Brody's bestest friend list.
Wow.
Sub tier 3, huge bench guy.
Huge.
Huge bench guy.
Massive.
Ginormous.
Guys, it's going to be a lot more fun. I had fun streaming last night. We'll be streaming with other benchers and things like that, so tune it out. But otherwise, hello, Mom. Otherwise, Mondays, Idiot Hour
Yep.
right here on our Twitch, which we will be doing the same exact. I cannot wait to see Boyd pretend to do a push-up. We'll be doing the same exact chips points as well as some sub trains.
Sure.
Wednesday, thoughts from the movies, which I'm going to let Josh select all of the ins and outs of the chips as well as what the donos are. Back Thursday. By Thursday, I can guarantee we will have some variation of if you donate X amount of bits, we will do things.
Yeah. And we'll have a camera set up so that you can actually see them do things.
That is the entire point of this Switch, is to make you guys feel like you are getting your bang for your buck when you watch our show. One of them will be fantasy football questions. I can guarantee that. That way we just 100 bits, fantasy football question or something along those lines, because that's going to be a big thing for us. Otherwise, Austin, thank you very much, my friend, for your new medal ranking. I do want to say, Austin, I don't think you should have looked at your own ranking before the draft. I feel like that was cheating.
Can't concur. Bunch of bullshit.
No comment?
What are you guys talking about?
Love you. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
King of the rankings. There he is, ladies and gentlemen. We will see you next week. Same time, same place. The show's now 2 hours long, so make sure you get your pee breaks in. Thank you, guys. We'll see you soon.
Say goodnight, Derek.
Good night, Derek.
Beep-a-doop-a-deep-a-dop.